right.
And
It was a long weekend.
Your default speaker has changed to speakers headphones.
No.
That's the message that's coming up on my screen.
Okay, but I mean, yeah, it's just what it is.
Ted, can you hear me?
not anymore.
I can't hear anybody do anything. So now, you know what? This is the... Yeah. Teddy,
I can't hear you, Ted.
because he's not talking.
Ted's miming right now.
He's
He's in a box.
Yeah, we told Ted for his Ted's
Now
tip.
he's in a tomb.
Yeah.
Now he's diving.
So he has to act it out like charades, and then we have to guess what his tip is.
That's what's going to happen.
Are you saying poison stuckers?
I can't even remember some of the things that he talks about poison-wise. He knows all the poisons in the book.
Here, guess what?
This will pay off. This will definitely pay off.
Oh, thank you, dear.
Well, yeah, wouldn't it be funny?
You're not my beneficiary anymore.
Oh, if Matt poisoned you?
Yeah, wouldn't it be funny? Because I give Teddy has a...
He took a drink of his coffee and acted like he was poisoned.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be funny if he was poisoned? Yeah.
He wouldn't be laughing.
No, it wouldn't be.
No.
Well, he would be right up until... What's that, Princess Bride?
Yeah.
No, you know what's funny? You didn't poison the coffee. You poisoned the cup. So when I pick up the cup, I'm like, oh, I'm not going to drink this. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, shit, it's on my hands.
Oh, yeah, like when you fake drinking it?
That's a good one, yeah.
Does he drink his coffee like his whiskey where his lips don't even touch the glass?
But you put it
just
on the
tosses it
straw.
up in the air?
But you put it on the handle.
No, it just tosses it back, literally. It doesn't even touch the glass.
Is that what it's called? Tossing back? Is that where that phrase came from? Like you
Toss
just,
one back?
Like you just like slam it down?
Toss one back. I think it's like you put your head
think
back.
so,
It's like
yeah.
a cartoon. You just literally just shoot
Yeah.
it in your mouth. Yeah. So
Yeah, that's
squirt it in your
squirt. Oh my God! Come on,
like
man.
a squirt gun.
Like
They should have a bar with a squirt gun of like whiskey, and they just do this.
to squirt you in the face with
Squirt you in your mouth.
whiskey. You're a slut. Now drink.
No, you ever been to one of those like the carnival where you got the water gun and it goes zzz, and you have to shoot it in like the mouth of like a clown and the balloon blows up and whoever gets the balloon to blow up first wins the prize.
So wait, hold on. I got a game, right? So you line up like 10 guys who want to drink,
Yeah.
and then 10 guys who get him drunk, and then instead of the balloon blowing up, it's the first guy to get so drunk that he falls off the chair.
Yeah.
So you have like
that guy loses.
So you have like a smoking hot bartender. Obviously, you need that, and then like at the 10 guys lined up, and then she basically has a little modified squirt gun filled with whatever alcohol of their choice,
Shooting it into your face.
slippery nipple in your case. No, shooting in their mouths.
So wait, wasn't
Their
there,
mouths.
Mark? What was that? Bamboo Bernie's? Didn't you have to
Yeah.
do like a second story shot or something?
They did something where they stood on the bar and they laid you back in a chair and they poured it from the bar.
yeah, but there was
So
one where
that was Bamboo Burning.
Yeah.
Tequila Roadhouse did something too.
yeah, but I remember there was one where that the bartender was upstairs and you went like all the way through a tube or something all the way down.
That could be Bamboo
I mean,
Bernie's.
I barely remember
Because they had
that
the second
because of
story.
that.
up there, yeah.
Chances are, if they had those type of drinking games, you're not going to remember a whole lot from that.
That was the place with all the bras on the wall downstairs, right?
Yeah,
All the bras.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
Didn't
yeah.
they like a beach volleyball court inside? I think I've been to Bamboo.
No.
That one, I
they
don't
didn't
remember
have
that.
one, no.
I don't remember. I don't remember
Or
there
sumo
being,
wrestling suits. They put you in some. there was
Sumo
some
wrestling.
I don't know. They put you in like a suit, and you kind of you look like the Michelin Man. And
I never did. I never did anything
Sullivan's
like
had
that.
midget tossing.
Yeah, yeah.
A guy I know bought that bar when they shut it down.
Really?
Yeah, he's actually I think they just closed. It was Emmett's. Emmett's on Grand and Halstead right there.
Okay.
Grand Halstead and
Yeah, not familiar with it.
Milwaukee Avenue.
Okay.
It's called Emmett's, but it used to be Sullivan's or O'Sullivan's.
Okay.
And they shut them down for midget tossing.
Yeah. Well, I think
Wait, they lost their lease because of midget tossing.
I
lost
think
their
they got in
license.
trouble or
Probably lost their
something.
liquor
Wait,
license.
That's how Mr. T became famous. Midget tossing.
Yeah.
I mean that's literally his claim to fame.
No, he was a bodyguard.
No, but he became famous in that like there's some.
I think he was a bouncer, like a lot of those guys. I think he started as a he probably started as a
he
bouncer
was also
at
a
a bar.
bodyguard.
Isn't it like
for guys.
America's favorite? I don't know. It's way before all
yeah,
that, but I
that's
don't
a
know.
long
Like
time
people
ago.
don't have talent, and one of his things they were throwing midgets against the wall with Velcro.
Yeah,
I think that's
the fool.
Yeah.
Who called me a fool?
yeah.
He's
That's,
still, I
that's
think
one of
he's,
his.
I think he's still alive.
Actually,
Yeah,
I
I just saw him in a commercial.
Mr.
Yeah.
T is an awesome guy.
As a
I'm
human,
not- the dude's great.
I've never
what's his
heard
real
anything
name?
bad about
Does he
it.
have a real name?
Mr. T.
No,
Mr.
Thelonious T. Mr. T.
I think it's what was his name in
Cal
Rocky?
Eldred.
What was his name in Rocky?
Clubber Lang.
Clubber Lang. That's his real name.
Come on, woman.
That's a great.
You want a real man?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know,
Everybody can do a great Mr. T.
I think-
you and I know that's you. You and me do Mickey Mouse and Mr. T.
Well, everyone, yeah. I mean, if you can't do Mr. T with Dave,
So we could do a bit.
Yeah.
Like I'll be Mickey and you be Mr. T.
Oh, you know what?
Oh shucks, Mr. T.
Yeah, my
What's
question.
going
My
on?
question is those Rocky
I
movies.
pity you, Mickey.
Those Rocky movies. How much?
Ted, we got a bit going on.
How much punishment can that
Thanks,
guy
Ted.
take?
Who?
Shouldn't he lost to like Ivan Drago and Clubber Lang? He like won all those
Well,
fights.
hold on. He started as a dimwit, and by the time he was finished, he was intelligent. And then when he
Oh, yeah,
finished
yeah.
again, he was a dimwit.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
he went from like this
You're absolutely
uncultured buffoon
Yeah.
to all of a sudden he became intelligent.
Yeah.
Like how many people?
So when you get punched in
after
the,
the
when
age
you
of
get
30,
when you get punched in the head 500 times, that somehow doesn't turn your brain to mush. It actually
no,
makes you
his brain
smarter.
was mush. It solidified his brain into something that actually worked. Yeah. And then, but then the funny thing was, is as it went on, I think in Rocky 14, when he fights on the moon, I think he fights Mickey Mouse for the
dude,
cheese
it's
of the
not
moon.
out yet.
Oh
You
shit!
just ruined
Did I
it.
ruin it? Yeah, I think he becomes dumb again. Right, and then he tells his kid, oh, "Don't be like me."
Yeah, you know, if you notice the movie as the movies went on, like he became like more sophisticated as the movies went on. That you know that it's like Barry Bonds hitting like more home runs after the age of 35 than Joe DiMaggio did in his whole career. You know, which obviously, but it was flaxseed. You know, we all know that it was flaxseed oil.
Yeah, but I mean, it's
I'm
just
waiting for Ted to mention how he sold his dog
wait. Did we already talked about that a million
like
times?
3 times now.
Who sold the dog?
Sylvester Stallone sold his dog to make the movie, and then
Oh,
he
I
just-
didn't know that.
Then he bought his
Butkus, yeah.
dog back.
Oh, that's good.
You know what? It was an ugly dog. He should have bought a better
No, it's
dog.
Butkus. He was in the movie.
Yeah, but he should have bought a better dog. I mean, isn't it? Okay, let me ask you, is it weird that almost every 4-letter word that starts with T, when I type it on my phone, autocorrects to tits? Is that
no,
I thought
is
it was,
it?
I thought it was not twat.
You know what? You know
I thought you were
why?
gonna say tips.
No,
Tips or twat?
I literally, it probably makes me a bad
Hey, can
person.
we swear
right? 'Cause
tonight? Can we swear?
We can do whatever you want. Don't.
Yeah.
Don't
No,
just,
I'm just-
I mean,
I
I
just-
thought you
I
were
just-
just going to randomly F word out there just
No.
for fun.
No.
I said F word. Does that make me that kind of makes me a sissy boy? Pet pussy?
No. Actually, it's more sophisticated when you say F word because you know it's like everybody knows what you
No,
mean.
you're a pro, man. You're a pro.
I'm a pro's pro.
Yeah,
Well,
Yeah.
that's what Howard Stern did. That was
Hang
his
on, I got
routine.
it.
That's what Howard Stern's shtick was. Like he wouldn't say like you know the
Yeah.
female genitalia. He would allude to it, and we'd all have a good laugh. You know, and he wouldn't say vagina. He'd
It's
say
a world's a different
he'd
place.
say
now, Ted.
hoo ha. You know, and then
Now we can just
we'd all
say-
giggle like little
Wait, who would
kids.
say- who's that?
Oh, like Howard Stern, his whole thing was like he'd have like songs
yeah.
on his show where like you know about people doing sex acts, but he would frame it like there was a rhyme that
Oh, yeah,
was
yeah,
a
yeah.
fairy like a little kid's rhyme, but we knew what it really meant and we all laughed about it, because we can't say that because nobody knows what that means,
I know we talked about it a couple months ago, but we watched Private Parts again. Like
It's a good
6
mo-
months ago,
yeah.
and it was a good movie. So, and Ted brought it up. But here's one thing I
Would you
did.
say Saving Ryan's Privates? Is that what you said? Oh, I see. Should have been nominated for something.
All right, never mind. We're moving on.
It was Ted. It was nominated.
It was.
Yeah. It was nominated for a Golden Boner.
Nominated up the flagpole.
Yeah. All right. So I love to do this because I can't. I feel like Florida isn't really part of America. Like I feel like Florida is its own place.
They are, but they're called America. They dropped the A.
No, but I mean, it's really like Florida is so backwards and so different. Like it doesn't belong.
It's not. It's a political thing.
No,
You're
I'm
lumping
not
the
talking
whole
about
state.
politics. I'm not talking about politics. I'm just talking about the people that live in Florida.
They're all transplants.
I'm actually not paying attention that much to Florida.
Everybody
you
in
are.
Florida
is a
I'm gonna have to do
transplant.
some Florida research. I mean, there's all when there's a random crime committed, 99% the person's from Florida. But other than that, it's just or
Any
Texas or
lawnmower
California,
related
yeah.
incidents is
We have
Florida.
no listeners in Florida.
No, we have a lot
Not
of
one.
listeners in Florida.
Steve's our only listener.
I love Florida.
No, we're very popular.
But
in
just the
Florida.
humidity is just, and the hurricane threat, other than that, it's a great place.
It's Miami is sinking.
yeah.
Miami is sinking. No, but
And eventually it's
Fort
gonna be sun.
Lauderdale.
yeah.
Yeah, Fort Lauderdale, Miami.
Yeah, there's a bunch of towns, but so I'm looking at this and I read this headline and it always freaks me out, right? It says Florida man loses arm in gator attack. You ready? Behind bar. Okay, so I and I don't want to click on these things because I know how stupid they are.
Dude,
I
he got
know
no fight with a gator.
no. So here's
Were they both drinking
there's
in the bar?
there's a lot of detail they leave out. Okay, but here's the basic premise: the guy is in the bar. Then all of a sudden, and this is where it gets a little, it gets a little weird. All of a sudden, they say, "Oh, we heard some noises outside, and we see him. He's fighting. He's in the water. He's thrashing, and he comes out.
He's
He's
in the
screaming.
water.
Yeah.
He's in the water.
Yeah,
Somehow
he's
he's in the
he's
water.
not fighting. He's trying to survive. He ain't fighting nothing.
Yeah, yeah. And then they pull him out, and he's got no arm. and he's got no arm. He was in the bar, then he's out of the bar, and then
Did he have an arm before he went in the water?
he had an arm
So it was
before
like,
he
it
went.
was like
he had
Captain,
two arms.
Captain
actually.
Dan, you ain't got no legs. Uncle Bobby, you ain't got no arm.
Yeah, Lieutenant Dan, you ain't got no arm no more. Yeah, but you know the weird thing is that like they had no details in there at all, and I'm just thinking, so this guy loses an arm, he comes back in, the cops say what happens, and then he just tells a story. Oh, I went out by the pond. He goes, I went out by the pond, and I was just sitting there having a drink, which nobody does at like 2:00 in the morning.
I'm assuming this pond is off limits. I'm sure it's marked because
but I mean, it's here. Number one,
it's a wildlife habitat.
It's gator mating season right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, so they're super
How do you know
violently aggressive. Well, I got to
Hey,
do
can
my
you know-
research.
When is it squirrel mating season? Because we
Listen,
don't have gators, we have squirrels here.
Yeah, but I
have
don't
deer.
think a gator's going to bang you.
Dude,
and
I had
kill
a
you. I don't
rabbit-
think a squirrel's going to bang you and kill
Ted,
you.
there was 5 rabbits in my backyard yesterday.
Yeah.
And we already have babies running around back
Okay,
there.
there you go.
5. And I go outside, they all ran out of the yard. I sit in the patio and I sit down and a fucking rabbit comes right to me, steps on my foot. And
What?
it scared the shit out of me because I wasn't looking and I felt it. I looked down and it was the rabbit, so I kicked him across the patio. And here's what I noticed. I was like, fuck. I'm like, what the hell, dude? And Kelly, my wife, was in the office and the windows were open. She goes, what happened? I go, that rabbit just like stepped on my foot and scared the hell out of me. I kicked it across the patio. You know what I saw when it's running away? Big fucking red swollen balls.
You
That's what I
kicked
saw.
a rabbit in the nuts.
I don't know if I kicked it in the nuts, but I think that they were like,
Oh, it's in
I think there was like
mating season?
an orgy going on or something back there, and this thing was in heat. Otherwise, I mean, he was out of his mind. He just came up to
Yeah,
me.
he probably thought you
started
were,
humping your
my foot. I
thought
don't
you
know.
were-
I've heard of dogs humping legs, but I've
Yeah.
never heard of
thought
rabbits
you were a
humping
potential
legs.
mate.
You know,
must-
you see dogs like dogs that haven't been neutered. You see them walking.
Yeah.
I mean, they got balls.
Giant dog
I've never
balls?
seen rabbit balls before. You ever seen a rabbit with balls?
Nah, I can't say I have.
I did.
Well, I mean,
I mean, there has to be guy rabbits, and they have to have balls.
I know, but I mean, they're not like, I don't know. They're behind that tail.
you must have been getting off some good pheromones that night,
Maybe,
Mark. Yeah.
We could just do it. You can just do what happens in my backyard. There's 2 ways rabbits don't make it out of my yard. Number 1, the dogs. Number 2, Jackson runs them over with the lawnmower.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah, we had a little rabbit
Yeah.
den in there, and he's mowing the lawn.
He didn't know.
He had no idea.
That's
oh
sad.
man,
That's
he was,
sad.
and he. This is like
I mean,
I'm
that
going to
would
say
make
the
me feel
first or
bad.
second time
That would make me feel
that he
bad.
ever mowed the
So
lawn.
he's like
Yeah.
11 or 12.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
okay.
he comes in and he is absolutely. He's just beside himself.
Yeah, well, no one expects that. I
And-
mean, I
and
just cut the
yeah.
grass the other day. I mean, that's the last thing I would expect is some type of like nest like in the middle of the grass because you can't even see it. You're cutting the grass and it's like
Yeah, well, it had been out there, and I filled it and tried to stop it, and it was just rabbit
I did the same thing. They're crazy.
everywhere.
Ugh.
They'll
Yeah,
dig right
sad.
in the middle of the yard.
Yeah. Well, the weird part is we had a dog. I mean, how are they living?
Yeah, how can they not smell that out? Because usually, because we had a dog, we let it in the yard, and that thing's as soon as it goes out, it's chasing everything in the yard
They
away.
can't smell the babies. You know that?
Oh, I didn't know
The
that.
babies in the nest have like 0 scent.
Oh,
They're
well, maybe
safe.
that's how they.
Okay.
Maybe that's
Yeah,
how
yeah.
they get away with it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Wait, how do you? I don't want to know.
No, they don't. Like, because I mean, we've had rabbits in our backyard have a nest for like 20 years. Every year, somewhere in our backyard, they put one, and it's always in crazy spots. And like you said, one time I'm like, nope, she's not putting it there. So I would chase her away and I would fill it in, and then she'd come back digging it again. Like 2 years in a row, they put it in our garden.
What's like a natural scent to get rid of rabbits? Isn't there like some type of?
I just take a
not-
shit in the hole. I go right out to my yard, take a crap in the hole, and
Actually,
it's
yeah, like if you just go in there, I think if you just mess it up, I don't know.
No, they kept coming back.
Yeah, they kept
I'll
coming
tell you
back
what,
by
they
me
came
too,
back
yeah.
until Jack took care of them.
Actually, here's this isn't a funny story. So we have like a walk-in closet, just real quick, that we haven't been in like a couple of years. So finally, we went in the
Wait,
closet.
you have a room in your house
Yeah.
that you haven't been in
Yeah, the
for
door-
several years.
Yeah, and so it's just kind of so. But apparently the window was left partially open. So apparently a squirrel got in and actually had babies in a hamper, like inside the house.
How
and
long
then
ago?
Maybe within the last like year. And so we go in there. We
Ted hasn't done laundry in a year.
and yeah. And so we're looking.
Does that surprise you
We're,
in
look-
any way?
we're looking in there, and all of a sudden, you just see these eyes looking up, and obviously everybody freaked out, and it looks and these baby squirrels. So we actually called like animal control, and they said basically just take it outside and let the mother don't because she's obviously going to come back for the babies. Obviously we sealed the window, and that squirrel tried. I mean, that squirrel tried to claw its way back into the house, but we sealed up everything. We left it outside so the mother can take the babies away. But yeah, it actually got in the house and had babies inside our walk-in
Dude, you're a
closet.
home wrecker, Ted.
Dude, I think it's more weird that you have a room in your house that you weren't in for over a
Yeah.
for
And there
for
was clothes in
years,
there, there was
several
laundry.
years.
Yeah, I haven't set foot in that room, but it was just like a storage room now. But didn't you say? Remember, there was a house that you said that somebody was keeping somebody captive, like in a room, and nobody asked what this door was. Remember, we did that a
Ted,
few
yes,
episodes
yeah,
ago.
was that you, Ted?
That might have been-
And those
Huge house.
those squirrels were not squirrels. That was an
Ted-
analogy.
Yeah.
Ted lives in a 10,000 square foot home.
Yeah, yeah, he does. Biggest house in the neighborhood. I just think that's so bizarre to me.
Yeah.
I can't. I mean, honestly,
happened, yeah.
I mean, my daughter moved out, and I still go into her room every once in a
Yeah.
while. Yeah, I mean, just to rummage through her stuff and.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it's like the room from The Shining. It was one of those rooms that's been sealed up for years because you don't want to go in there. it's perfectly
Because
preserved.
that's where the bodies are buried.
perfectly preserved.
When,
you know,
Nolan-
so
when my
it's
oldest went to college this year, he just finished his freshman year. His little brother took over his room, so he had 2 rooms basically.
nice.
Yeah, he commandeered his room.
Must be nice.
He had
It-
like a lounging room, which was
Yeah.
his room, and then his
Lounging
room,
room.
which was a pigsty.
So he has like a penthouse suite. So
yeah.
Oh, I love that. I love that concept. Just one room where you just be a total shitbag.
Yeah.
Yeah. And since it's his room, I mean, you just don't care, right?
Yeah, I mean, if there's food everywhere in there, I mean, he would
Next-
go in there, eat.
You're gonna have squirrel babies in there before you know it, Mark.
Yeah,
Yeah, you should go in that room.
You got to be like,
cockroaches at the very
yeah,
least.
you got to be like the warden. You got to go in there like
all the
and
food
do a
he
sweep.
left laying around. There's
Okay,
food
Michael
everywhere.
Keaton.
You know how they take once in a while they take the inmates out of their cell and do like a sweep of the cell to get all the shanks out.
Oh,
and
yeah,
all the
you're right.
That's what you got to do. You got to pull the kid out and then you got to toss his room and then just like because you already know.
Hog
there's some-
tie him and drag him out of the room.
Yeah,
do
and just
do a
zip,
sleep.
zip time with the.
Dad, I don't have any more socks. Well, here's a. Oh my God! Why are all these? Every sock in here is like a.
Take out like the Clorox bleach and just dump it everywhere. Or if you sprayed some luminol, it would glow in the dark. Right? All
What is it called? Luminol?
Luminol, the protein.
What the hell is this guy with these chemical words, man? You know everything. Luminol.
Ted knows everything
I don't
terrifying.
even know what luminol is.
If
you
it
wanna pick
involves
up
death,
blood and sperm, it's like what? It's like a
Is it
neon
a
party.
mist?
I think it's just like a chemical spray that they use.
yeah,
like
we
the-
sprayed Ted's car. Yeah, so what we did is we sprayed the inside and the outside, and it glows in the dark. So even if he doesn't have lights, you won't run into him because his car glows in the dark. Yeah, it's absolutely terrifying.
Or no, just the door handle and the steering wheel.
The gear shift, the seat
got
changer.
A stick. He's got a stick, so it's
Yeah,
a
it's
shifter.
absolutely terrifying. All right, let's get this thing started because we do have a guest coming, and we want to get to Teddy's tips. I love this tip for today. Hey, everybody, my name is Matt, and this is the Real 3 Idiots podcast. With me, as always, is Mr. Positivity, Mark.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Ted. He's always mixing
That's
it
why I
up.
didn't respond.
Am I Mr. Positivity?
You are Mr. Positivity.
All
Yeah,
right,
I feel
I'll
like
take it.
I feel like if somebody takes a dump in the yard, I feel
Oh,
like
it's
you
not so
would.
bad.
Yeah, you would turn it into mulch or fertilizer or something.
They're doing that now.
Yeah, they actually have
Yeah.
toilets
We talked
where
about
it'll
this.
dry it
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
and you just dump it right into your.
Oh.
You dump it right on your lawn or whatever.
It's
It's
like,
done.
like compost, right? Yeah, well,
Yeah,
that's what
they are
fertilizer.
compost.
Yeah, it kind of dehydrates everything. That's kind of cool. I mean, you think about how much water you waste when you flush a toilet. I mean, I must take 8 shits a day.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm wasting multiple gallons of water. That's why I can't move to Arizona. Yeah.
You'd have
My water bill,
You'd
$10
be under like
million.
a water restrictions.
I just have a yard full of.
You just make sure you're adjacent to the desert where you can just go out there and just it'll probably dry out real quick.
He would hire one of those dog pickup, like those pooper scooper companies.
For me.
The guy would be like, I'm pretty sure this is human.
Sir, you must have a huge dog. I don't have a dog. What? Yeah. And a guy who actually brought taco dip and tamales to our golf trip, Teddy.
Oh god, that was such a miserable experience. I mean, except the weather was great. I golf bad, so in my mind it was miserable.
I forgot Ted brought food.
Yeah, he brought the right food. He did everything right.
Where'd you get the
Yeah,
tamales
he golfed
from?
like
Don't
shit, but he
say
brought
Jewel.
everything
It
right.
just went
Don't
to
say Jewel.
It's Mariano's.
Yeah. What? I mean, it was just we smothered him. Jack made chili, and we smothered him
what,
chili,
honestly,
and it was fantastic.
Between the eggs and the chili and the tamales, I mean, I don't want to talk about horrific gas attack, but man, it was like you could fill up the Hindenburg blimp after a while. I was like, wow.
So the three of you stayed together?
And my buddy George.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
we did have separate rooms. We didn't sleep head to toe like
No,
you
I
might
know,
think.
but you
yeah.
guys cooked and ate together and stuff, right?
yeah, we hung out together.
We
I mean,
bonded for a small period of time.
the way men do it. We cooked, we ate beans, we farted. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I was honestly, I wouldn't have been surprised if I sat down today and told you that Teddy brought a box of cereal and 3 wedges of cheese. I wouldn't have been surprised. Yeah, But I think because we're doing honestly, because I think we're doing the show, and he knew that I was going to talk about this if he didn't do it. That's why I think he made an effort to do it right. I honestly
want
feel
to
like
get slut shamed on.
Yeah. Oh, I wouldn't slut shame you. I would regular shame you. Yeah, then I would call you a slut. Yeah. All right. Are you ready for our little deal? Did I not print this out? Oh crap!
What? Your sponsor?
Yeah, I think I got my sponsor somewhere. Damn it, man.
Never mind. I'll just do the song.
Okay. Oh no, I got it. What do you think? I wasn't cool? I'm cool. I drink beer. I could be a Supreme. No. All right. Are you looking for the perfect beer? Wow, how apropos. Not too light and not too heavy. Are you tired of words like IPA, stout, and crisp? Well, Backdoor Brewing has the perfect beer for you. Enjoy their newest beer, I'm Straight. When you drink an ice-cold I'm Straight, you're saying to the whole world, don't look at my phone porn selection, and don't ask what my friend down the street and I do on our fishing trips. I'm Straight. I'm Straight announces to the whole world that even though someone else having a different way of life is literally the American way, you only know one way to live your life, and you announce it proudly with your beer, I'm Straight. Fortunately, the folks at Backdoor Brewing know their stuff. The bottles are for the ladies, and guys, you can bury your face in a cold, clean bowl of beer. Drink the right beer the right way. Try I'm Straight beer and enjoy the refreshing taste in your own little world.
I think Ryan Tracy has a 6-pack, only a 6-pack left at Beer on the Wall in Park Ridge.
Yeah. I'm Straight. You're walking in a flannel shirt. You cut the sleeves off. You announce to everybody that you just got off your Harley. Yep. You wave your American flag and you drink a little.
You got your ball cap on. It covers up bald spots and progressive
Backwards.
thinking.
You
And
got your ball
it covers up progressive thinking, progressive thoughts, and bald spots.
Yeah. Yep. I love a little I'm Straight when I'm feeling a little not straight. Yeah, it helps me out. Okay, Marquise, are you ready for your awesome song?
I think so.
All right, do your thing, man.
Teddy's Tips has got it going on. Teddy's Tips has got it going on. Teddy, can I come over after school?
After school.
We can hang around and act like a fool.
Act a fool.
Did your mind get back from its acid trip?
Acid trip.
Is he there thinking of a new tip?
A new tip.
You know you're not the little boy that you used to be. You're all grown up now, Teddy, can't you see? Teddy's Tips has got it going on. They're all I want, and I've waited for so long. Teddy, can't you see? Your tips are not just for me. We all like taking trips, and we're in love with Teddy's Tips.
That's a good one.
Wow.
You know, actually, I do like that music video. Isn't that the one at the end of the video, like the kid's caught jerking off in the bathroom?
What?
Yeah, the Stacy's
I
mom.
believe it's called masturbating.
Of course, he's jerking off to Stacy's mom, which is obviously a natural consequence since he was enamored with her. You know, so.
I did not have any idea that was
Yeah.
the video. Man, I did not. Man, I gotta watch more old videos.
He squeezed one out for the team on that one. Yeah. Anyway,
Okay, so let me give you a tip because another guest who got to hear you sing, but did not is not a professional singer. Damn it. Okay, here's our tip. Hi, Teddy. My roommates and I love your show. Your tips are our favorite part. Tell Matt to stop being a jerk to you. By the way, Mark sounds hot. Is he really married?
he's married to this podcast.
Yeah, three of us live in Denver, Colorado. Go Broncos!
Great city.
Yeah, we want to get a pet, and we can't decide between a dog or a cat. Whoops, details. We are all in our mid-20s, 3 girls. We all have jobs with normal HR departments, have never been stalked, and thanks to you, we now know all about poisons.
Not all, mostly.
Okay. We want a pet that's fun and we can walk and curl up with, but we do go out and we don't always keep regular hours to take care of it. Dogs are great, but a lot of work. Cats are easier, and we could walk it and curl up with it. I've seen people around here walking cats, bunnies, and even some kind of pig. It was actually cute. Help Teddy. We want a pet, and we need a tip. And then they left a little emoji with a wink and a tongue out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah, these girls are obviously into you, Teddy,
Yeah.
or well, more into Mark, but
Was there eggplant emoji too?
there was no Ted. There was
What is
no
that? What is
eggplant
that?
emoji.
I'll tell
Is
you,
that a
that's-
euphemism for
I'll-
something?
I'll-
Like a
I'll tell you
visual
later. I'll
euphemism?
tell you
I
later.
have no idea. Okay, Teddy, what is your tip for these girls?
Okay, well, that actually shouldn't be too difficult. Okay, so based on what you're telling me your lifestyle is, here's what you're not going to get. You're not going to get a ferret. You're not going to get an iguana. You're not going to get a sugar glider. You're not going to get what's
Help me out with that.
it's like a flying squirrel.
Yeah.
Sugar
Oh, I
glider.
thought there was a shot. Okay, yeah. Okay.
And you ever heard of a slow loris? It's the only poisonous mammal in the world, and it's like tiny. It looks really cute. It's like a little marsupial, but you're not going to get that either. You probably get it from an exotic dealership, So.
Okay, yeah. They probably don't want anything poisonous.
Yeah, you're not going to get a carnivorous. You're not going to get a carnivorous fish like a piranha, a German shepherd.
Ted, you can't walk a fish.
Exactly,
No. That's not true. I'll bet you
Just
out
take the
there
tank, push the
somewhere
tank.
is somebody that has a little tank, like a walking tank, and they put it on there and they walk through
What
whatever
about
town
those
they
shoes
live
from
in.
the movie I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker? When he got out of prison, he had those
with the fish in them.
Yeah.
Okay, so I stand corrected.
And what's that dog that's the smartest dog breed? It's like the multicolored dog. It's like a herding dog. It's like the smartest dog, like a German Shepherd, Doberman Pinscher. There's another one that's like top of, but you don't want to get a smart dog because if you leave them alone in your house, they'll actually
They'll figure out a way out.
no they'll tear up all your stuff because they need to be let out a lot. So you're not going to get anything like that. So here's what you could get. Here's what I recommend. Obviously, number one choice, Chihuahua. It's the perfect blend. It's a house dog.
Yeah, but Teddy,
you can
if,
walk
if they don't keep regular hours and they go out and stuff, I mean, is a dog really going to work for them?
Well, there's a certain kind of dog. So Chihuahua is more of like a house dog. It's more of a lap dog. So even if if you can train it to even use the bathroom in the house, it's going to leave a very small footprint because I think even when it poops, it's not like it's a very tiny poop. So I'm just saying that's an option.
He's saying poop.
Yeah.
I love that he's
Yeah.
saying poop. It's
Or
so awesome.
here's another thing cool. Potbelly pig. I think they even mentioned it. Like so, these potbelly pigs.
Oh, that's what the pig they must have
they're
mentioned.
they're actually smarter than dogs, and I think they can be domesticated
No,
and
very, very bad choice.
bad choice. Okay, well,
They're
I'm just
very vindictive.
They're vindictive?
Oh my God! Yeah.
so what if like you cheat on them? They'll just
watch
kill
some videos about pet pigs.
They're vindictive.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem like a
So
animal
telling you,
trait.
man,
They have a long
if you-
memory.
like if you leave them alone too long,
okay. So maybe that's not a good choice.
So
but-
what? So they'll get your phone, text your old
they're
girlfriend,
very,
tell her
very
that you still want to
intelligent.
get back
They're
with her.
intelligent. They know
Yeah, they're
how to
smarter.
make you mad. They know how to hurt you.
They're very smart. Yeah, well, they're supposed to be smarter. than,
There's some. You just look it up, man. There's. It'll blow your mind. You'll go down a rabbit's hole.
Yeah,
man.
I mean, obviously, the
Wormhole.
The easiest choice is to say you can probably YouTube or Google the top 5 dogs that are best for like almost like
yeah,
a
but
housebound
they can.
dog.
But they're asking
yeah,
you.
well, I just gave my
so
recommendation.
your recommendation is to Google something?
No. My
No, I said
recommendation is
Chihuahua.
a Chihuahua, potbelly pig, or here's my dark horse choice, a bobcat. With enclosure, because actually in some states like Indiana, I don't know if you knew this, but the bobcat you can legally have a bobcat, so it's like a bigger cat. Obviously, it could be a little more vicious than your typical house cat.
Are you suggesting to 3 women in their 20s who live together and go out and do stuff and have fun to get a bobcat?
A bobcat.
Why not a couple of python?
No, you would have to have an enclosure in the house to make sure that your friends would be safe.
or they can get a cougar to help them clean and do the dishes and the laundry when they're not home.
No, a cougar can grow.
That's a good idea. You know what? I heard like orangutans are really good at housework.
Cougar in the car.
Cougar, you know,
Ricky Bobby.
like an older,
Yeah,
like
but
an
I think-
old
no,
mom,
like a hot mom.
like a
Yeah.
house mom.
But
yeah.
but the bobcat, I think they weigh about 35 pounds, so it's like a small dog. And I'm not sure. You'd have to obviously do some research on it, but I think there are people who have pet bobcats. Why are you laughing? Why is it so funny?
Because
in their house,
Bobcats,
like
Bobcats are cool.
I'm 100% sure that our guest, who has probably run into a few bobcats, would probably say that. Here, you know what? I'm gonna bring him up right now.
I'm gonna give us feedback.
I'm gonna-
Bobcat.
What if
goat-
it's declawed?
Chris, you are now, since you have been out into the woods and everything. Chris, would you recommend
Welcome.
someone having a bobcat?
Not a feral bobcat.
Not a friendly bobcat.
Oh, a domesticated
Right, yeah.
one? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, at least one bobcat, if not more bobcats. Yeah.
Okay, multiple.
I was thinking for those girls, like if you have trouble walking a dog, man, don't have a kid.
Yeah,
Because your life
no
will
kidding.
be rocked. It'll be like a nuclear explosion going off in your life if
What?
you can't
No.
keep a pet.
No, kids can walk by themselves. I mean, at one, my son was walking and he just did whatever the hell he wanted to. Yeah.
Clearly, they're in that cool stage in their life where they're, we got to do
less
this.
less commitment.
Yeah,
they're not. They don't
This
have
is like
kids.
the best time of their lives
Yeah.
right now.
They just want
Yeah.
to. They want to pet as like an accessory.
Ted's going to have them all killed by a bobcat or a very vindictive
Yeah.
and spiteful feral pig.
Potbelly
Potbelly
pig.
pig.
Sorry, potbelly pig. Have you ever run into
They
Chris?
could be those weird people that walk around like with a parrot. You ever see those guys?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So we were.
It's
I
a little
love.
creepy. It gives off a different vibe.
Yeah,
But
big time.
I love this story. We're in Key West, and these two fellas are walking. They got a baby stroller, and I look inside, and there is one of those little tiny dogs, and I mean it's just one of those little dogs. And I go, and this is so funny. They were so offended, right? I go like this. I go, oh Jesus Christ! I go, that's the ugliest fucking kid I've ever seen. And he made it. One guy makes it up. He goes, that's a dog. I go, yeah, it's pretty ugly.
Obviously, another person with no sense of humor.
Oh my God! Yeah, no, they did. Listen, they did not appreciate it. And then after that, I saw another 50 people. Yeah, and most of the baby strollers at Key West are dogs. So they're dog strollers.
Yeah.
All right, so let me introduce our guest real fast since we already heard his voice. Our guest this week is Chris Hazard. And if you are into hiking, you probably don't know him as Chris Hazard. You probably know him as the hiking guy. He's got his website at hikingguy.com. Chris, welcome to the show.
Welcome.
thank you guys. Thanks for having me.
So it's got to be tough. I mean, you're the hiking guy because it's funny if you Google, that's who you get. You don't get anybody else. How do you come up? What do you got? What does it take to get the nickname of the hiking guy?
Hiking guy. Well, just so you know, I don't know if I don't own the hiking guy. I'm just hiking guy. So if you type in the hiking guy, you might get somebody
You get Ted.
totally crazy. But
Yeah. Well, it's funny. Like when we typed in the 3 idiots, we got like 3 Indian guys, and then if we type in the real 3 idiots, so he has to be very specific. Yeah. So there's like 3 other guys
Yes.
that are doing what we're doing, except we're just way better. We're just way better at it than they
So
are,
Chris,
and
you're
better
just-
looking.
So Chris is just hiking guy.
Hiking guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right,
Sorry,
perfect.
hiking
That's
guy.
awesome.
just yeah.
So how do you get the nickname of hiking guy?
Hiking guy. Well, it's interesting, right? I started the website and the guides. I don't know, almost 10 years ago. And at first, it was called The Outside Life because I was going to share all kinds of outdoor stuff because I love to sail, love to be in the water, do all kinds of things. And I needed something that was a little more hiking specific. And I thought back to when I was like in college. I worked as a kind of like a handyman for computers and stuff. You know, like somebody couldn't get AOL to connect. You know, they called me up, and people used to be like, "Hey, smart guy, computer guy." You know, it was always something guy. Oh, you're the computer guy. So I figured hiking guy is good, and the domain was available. So
Better than
Nice.
Good question.
better than Hey You, right?
Well, Ted's alcoholic
yeah,
guy, right?
exactly.
Okay, so you started as a 9-to-5er, right? That's what you're saying, and then all of a sudden
Yeah.
you became like a hikeist, and I'm reading your bio. It says that you kind of had your epiphany. You went into the woods with the clothes on your back, a knife, and an open mind. And by open mind, you probably meant a death wish. And then you just went out there, and then you kind of just became, you kind of got into that lifestyle. Is that really how it started?
Well, by open mind, I mean a couple bottles of whiskey,
Right.
and then the mind got open eventually.
Yeah, I gotcha.
But no, you know, I was working. I was out of college, and I had this really intense 9 to 5 would be kind. It was more like a 7 to 7 type of job. I was traveling. I was just totally burnt out, and I had been reading some books, some just adventure books, and I found this guy named Tom Brown, and he's an author, and he has an outdoors school, like a native skills outdoors survival school. And I signed up for it, and I took it, and we were in the Pine Barrens in New Jersey, and basically just had a knife and some basic gear. We went out and we lived for, it wasn't quite a week, you know, several days out there, and you know, basically learned what now they call like bushcraft. So learned how to find edible plants, how to trap animals, how to build shelters, all different things like that. And then something clicked in me and said, okay, if I can just go out in the woods and be totally happy living, you know, with nothing aside from a knife and the whiskey, of course, then I don't really need to work so much. You know, you kind of get instilled with this fear, like I can't lose my job. I can't. And if you have a family, you know, I didn't have a family at the time. And that's where my love of the outdoors was born. And then I just started hiking as I had jobs and stuff. That would be like my counterbalance for all of the screen time and, you know, just general kind of BS that you have to do in a regular job. So that's how I got here. And then I eventually started sharing my hike directions. I would go hiking. I moved to Los Angeles, and friends would come out to visit, and they would ask me like, how do I hike to top of Mount Baldy or to the Hollywood sign or whatever? And I would just cut and paste these emails that I had. And then I was like, let me just put this online, because if other people are, if my friends are benefiting from this, I can just put these directions online. And then it just sort of organically took off. And now I'm here doing it full time.
So when you say hiking, do you head out for a day or 2 days or what? A few hours? What are you doing?
Yeah. So it's a good question. So generally, hiking is something you do like in a day. Like the time frame is day, and then when they say backpacking, it's like a multi-day trip.
Gotcha.
And
Okay.
I do both, but I have a family now, so it's a little harder for me to get out and do like long backpacking trips. But I hike, during the day all the time.
So what's a good hike for you?
Oh, well, I live here. I live in Southern California, and I didn't realize I'd come out here for work for years, and the work was like the rental car, traffic, some office or some location. And I wasn't really excited about hiking here, but when I moved here, I realized like, just being in the Los Angeles area, there are high mountains here, mountains over 11,000 feet.
Oh yeah.
There's desert. There's everything within like a couple of hours. So it's just, it's just like a playground for the outdoors out here. So anything where I can go out and just be in nature is a cool one for me. But there's a ton of them. And then there's all kinds of bucket list hikes all over the country. The West is probably my favorite place to hike. You have all the classic parks like Yosemite and Olympic National Park, and there's just a ton of options.
So Matt, what was his name that we had on that wrote the book?
Oh yeah, that guy,
The survivalist.
I'm looking up to see if his name is up there. I can't find his name.
He's got a school up in the Pacific Northwest.
up in Washington.
Well, I'm gonna ask you a quick question. So, this isn't really funny. So, once in a while you hear stories about these people who are ill prepared. They go on a hike, like a day hike, like you said, and they perish because they run out of water. They didn't bring any water, or the conditions become so inhospitable. In fact, there was a case in California just last year where a whole family, which unbeknownst to me, they took their infant kid on this hike in the California mountains, and they actually thought they perished due to like some like poison gas in the area, but it turned out it was just the heat. So I guess they thought there was some like nearby spring that caused their
toxic
demise.
algae.
Yeah, toxic algae. Yeah, you heard about the case. So I guess my question to you, just as a novice, what's like your just top 3 tips for like I'm gonna go on a hike tomorrow? I don't know anything about hiking other than just obviously having plenty of water. With what do you have any just general tips for a novice?
Yeah, no, of course. I'd say let somebody know where you're going and when you're going to be back. And that can just be as easy as like if you find something online that's a guide, just forward that to somebody and say, I'll be back by, if you don't hear from me by 6, then I'm lost. The other thing is to bring a flashlight.
Oh yeah,
Sorry.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Other thing, bring a flashlight with you. When I talk to rangers in different parks, a lot of the search and rescue efforts could be avoided if somebody just had a flashlight and could see the trail and get home late. Because things happen, you're out hiking, something simple like a rolled ankle. Like if you go for a hike in the afternoon and you're moving at, say, 2 miles an hour, and you roll an ankle, and now you're moving at 1 mile an hour, it can be dark out and you can get lost, and it can be tough if you don't have a flashlight. There's flashlights on phones, but that'll drain your battery down super quick. So just bring a flashlight or a headlamp with you. And these days you can buy them like at a gas station for probably like $9.99.
Yeah, these these LED flashlights you see. These
Yeah.
these as seen on TV. Yeah, those things are pretty powerful and they're pretty cheap. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
said as seen on TV.
No, serious. Like I've actually bought a couple. I actually have a couple in my house, from like Walmart, as seen on TV, because they're very powerful lights. Because like I said, I've been camping like once in my life, and it's not like the city. When it gets dark, it's pitch black. You cannot see your hand in front of your face.
Yeah.
It's pitch black. Yeah, that's how dark it is.
I would
Yeah,
love, Ted, I would love to see you camping. I'm an avid indoorsman, but
I've been
I
squatting.
feel like
I've been squatting in your basement for years. I've been camping out here for years. You didn't notice? You want to see my secret room?
you can barely stay off your phone. Chris, we'll go to the bar after this show, and we'll have a couple of drinks, and we'll talk about what's going on. And all of a sudden, we'll look over, and Ted will not have talked for like 10 minutes. He's just on his phone. His phone is down in his lap. I have no. I never ask what he's looking
Well,
at.
you do all
Yeah.
the talking for me, so I don't need to talk, right?
Oh man.
Zing. Okay.
This is you are going to get your ass handed to you, my friend. Okay. So one of the things I was thinking about is how many places have you been hiking? I mean, have you hiked like, I don't know, the world?
That's a good question. I mean, not everywhere in the world. I've done diverse places like New Zealand and Switzerland. There's way more places that I want to go and I will go. But I'd say the majority of the hiking that I cover is probably on the West Coast now, just because I'm located out here. But on my website, on my YouTube channel, I think I'm up to almost 400 different trail guides. So there's a lot of coverage there.
That's pretty cool. All right, so
to your earlier point about
go ahead.
Sorry, I was going to say to your earlier point about the phone and being a zombie on that phone. One of the great things about hiking, and I think hiking's kind of got a resurgence lately, because so many people are just in front of a screen all the time. If you really just break down how much you're in front of a screen, right? Whether it's at home on a TV, on your phone, at work, even in the car, if you have like CarPlay or something, like you're kind of looking at a screen half the time. The great thing about hiking is that it forces you just to disconnect from that. And I don't know what it is, but there's just something about like disconnecting and looking at trees and rocks and nature that makes you feel better.
No, I would absolutely agree with that.
Plus, there's probably no Wi-Fi in half those places anyway, so you probably couldn't even surf your phone if you wanted to.
No, you're right. I just did a trip. We were in Tucson, Arizona for a week, and my wife and my 17-year-old and myself, we all went hiking. We went to
Sabino Canyon.
We went to Sabino Canyon.
Yes, I love Sabino Canyon.
It's awesome. Yeah, I mean it's a great hike. It's got you could take it wherever you want to go. But to your point, I mean, not one of us touched our phone until we were ready to leave, and my father-in-law was kind of hanging out, and he was our ride, so he dropped us off. And there's a lot of people hiking, but nobody's on their phones. We weren't on our phone. It's awesome. We were hiking. We were gone for about 3.5 hours.
Yeah,
no phone the whole time.
Yeah, we did. We did Sabino Canyon. We did. What's that one way up north? Sedona. Really pretty up there.
Sure.
All right, so let me ask you this, Chris. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, I was going to say the problem is, so now we have all these satellite systems like Starlink, Elon Musk.
Yeah.
So right now you need a big antenna. They make them for RVs and stuff, but at some point those are going to be small enough to be in a phone. And then at that point, everyone in the backcountry, not everyone, but a lot of people in the backcountry will be able to, stream Everyone Loves Raymond and check stocks and do all kinds of crazy stuff in the middle of nowhere. And that's something I'm not looking forward to. I'm looking forward to the fact that it'll probably make it safer because people can call 911 if they get in trouble. But I'm not looking forward to, bringing that aspect of connectivity into the backcountry. But, there's nothing you can do about it.
So now basically you're not going to be able to get away from it.
Yeah, exactly.
But one of the big things, and one of the big things on your YouTube channel, by the way, the number one hiking YouTube channel.
Congrats.
Congrats on that. But one of the things you talk about on there is all the tech, all the different tech that is available to kind of keep people safe and to to be able to follow trails and things like that. So I mean, it does make it good, but yeah.
Technology. I look at technology as a tool, right? You can't say like if this is 150 years ago and I was an Apache, that I would not love to have a GPS. That would change my world. That would rock my world.
You'd be able to sneak up on all those cowboys. That'd be awesome.
Exactly. There's some purists. There's purists in the outdoors community who shun technology and they're like, oh, you got to learn a map and compass. And I agree, you need to learn the basics, but a lot of people don't take the time to do that. So I look at the technology and I cover technology because I see it as a tool to get people outside. Like if I can show somebody how to use a simple app that will help them feel confident going out on a hike like Sabino Canyon or whatever it might be, that's a person that I got outdoors that wouldn't be going outdoors because they were scared or they had some anxiety around what that would be like. So, I think technology can serve it. It's just going to be, when we do get overwhelmed with this connectivity, it's going to have to be a conscious choice not to, be scrolling through Instagram when you're on a boring section of trail.
Yeah. Are there any hiking apps? Like per se?
Oh, there's a ton.
Okay.
No, Ted.
No, I don't know. I don't know. That's why I'm asking. So, I mean, what's a good hiking app if I went to, like, say,
Not one.
the Apple Store, and what's like a good hiking? I'm gonna write this
Yeah.
down. So yeah. So.
You are not gonna hike.
No, I just want to see the app.
Chris, all right, Chris,
I wanna see.
give him something really easy, because this is what's going to happen. I'm going to force Ted one day, instead of going golfing, I'm going to say, "Hey, we're going golfing," okay? And then I'm just going to drive up, and I'm going to drive. I'm going to say, "All right, Ted, get out. I will see you in 4 hours. Go hike. You got your little app. I'm going to go hit the golf course. Yeah, have fun."
Yeah, it's so the All Trails app is a great one for beginners. All Trails has a big community, and one of the nice things about All Trails is you can follow the trail. You basically use the GPS in your phone to see if you're on the line or not. If you're not on the line,
perfect.
you're not in the right place.
Yeah.
But it's got a big community, and what's great about it is that people leave reviews. So when you go to find a trail, you can see what people are saying about it. So if a trail has been like washed out, or it's dangerous, so there's maybe like a lot of mosquitoes there or something, people will be talking about that. So it's a great starting point to kind of get into it, and it's super easy to use, and it's a good place to start. But other than that, there's a bunch of them. There's like OnX Outdoors, there's Gaia GPS, there's a bunch of different ones. So
Yeah. Does it tell you if, like, there's? I mean, 'cause, you hear about these people jogging, especially in like the remote areas of California, and they get followed by like a cougar or like a bear, and those things can stalk you for miles. I'm serious. I'm serious. Yeah, you're not gonna get away from that. You're gonna get away from it. Do you think you can outrun a bear? A bear can run 35 miles an hour. They can swim. They can run, and they'll follow you for. Yeah, they can smell food from 5 miles away.
Yeah. Chris,
No, I'm being
Chris, have you
serious.
been killed by a lot of bears?
I'm serious. All right. So yeah.
tremendous.
Yeah,
I mean,
You obviously want to avoid a place
I
where there's like some
constantly am
wildlife.
getting
Yeah.
attacked by animals. It's just,
Ted,
when I go to the zoo, I feel safe because the hikes are so dangerous.
Have you run into? I'm sure you've run
Ted,
into your fair share of wildlife on the trail,
Ted,
right?
just
Like,
don't go
depending where you
hiking on your period.
Yeah, well, here's the thing to know
Don't worry
for
about the
people who
bears.
are not like experienced in the outdoors is that the local news, all the news, are really good at hyping up like any kind of wildlife encounter as something that's like life-threatening.
Sure.
It's really not so bad. A lot of the times when you see wildlife on the news, like a cougar, a mountain lion, bear, it's because they're like rooting through people's trash or looking for food.
Mm-hmm.
I have been out on the trails, I mean, thousands and thousands of miles. I've seen bears. Bears will run away from you. Black bears will usually run away from you. If you yell, they're almost like dogs. You could clap and be like, "Hey, get out of here," and they run.
Mm-hmm.
Grizzlies a little bit different. You need to bring bear spray. You need to just give them space. But I've seen mountain lion tracks. I've never seen a mountain lion on the trail. I've seen one from my car driving to a trail, but generally the animals don't want to have anything to do with you.
Okay.
So
Most people don't want to have anything to do with us. All right, so let me ask you this, and I was looking up like things to do, things not to do. Should I always hike with someone who is fat or injured so that I can outrun them or eat them if there's trouble? I mean, is that
definitely.
okay? Yeah. Okay. See, these are things that I kind of have to know so that I can be safe. I mean,
Yeah, it's like that movie Alive, right? You gotta make sure you're traveling with people who maybe taste good, have a good, diet rich in sugar and salt. So when your plane does crash in the Andes, you can enjoy it.
wait a minute. I love that concept.
What?
No, I want to make sure that Ted is drinking whenever we do stuff because that's gonna
I'm not going anywhere with you.
Yeah.
I always talk about cannibalism because it's a big passion. of mine.
Well, there's some famous cannibalism stories throughout history, like the Packard Trail. These people, like I said, I think that was in Oregon or something. But yeah, that was like obviously that was the 1800s.
Wait,
but
Are you saying the Oregon Trail?
I don't know if it was the Oregon
that
Trail, but
we played when we were in school really was just about they left the cannibalism part completely out of that.
yeah, I think they got there was like called Packard Group. They got snowed in somewhere, and then they just
Donner
started cannibal.
Pass.
Yeah, Donner Pass.
Yeah.
That's right. And where's Donner Pass?
Yeah.
Like, what state is that?
I think it's by Tahoe, California.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah,
Well, we're in Chicago, and there's a pass in as soon as you get over the border. It's called Dahmer Pass.
Dahmer Pass, yeah, Milwaukee. All right, so Chris, let me ask you this, and this is an important question: are you a poles guy or a no poles guy when you hike?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I think for most people, they're helpful. Generally, what I'll do is I'll carry one with me and I'll use it when I need to. So a hiking pole or trekking pole, they call it, is really helpful like when you're going down a steep slope. If you're going down something steep and it's all like loose and gravel and you don't want to slip, having that pole will save you from like doing a butt slide. Or if you're crossing a stream and you just want some balance, it's really good. Some people swear by them. They love them because they love them on the uphill. It like gives you a good workout. It's almost like being on that elliptical machine. I like just walking. I like having like less stuff when I'm out there. I don't have a lot of like stuff with me and have to, okay, now what am I going to do with the poles now? And I have one as a tool, but otherwise I don't really use it that much.
So the probably the best tool you can have is a good pair of shoes and socks, right?
Yeah. So it's interesting because in the last, maybe the last 10 years or so, there's been a switch away from hiking boots to trail runners.
Yeah.
There used to be a school of thought that like you need those big stiff hiking boots that you have to like break in for a while because they would give you ankle support. But if you look at anyone hiking like the Appalachian Trail or the Pacific Crest Trail, they all have lightweight trail runners. And the idea is that it's lighter weight, it's more comfortable. Like every time you lift your leg or lift your foot, you're lifting that. So it's less energy. And you get them vented so that instead of trying to keep your feet dry, which is basically impossible, you get them vented and you get them so they dry quickly. And then if there's a stream and your feet get wet, they get wet and then they just dry out.
Yeah.
But if you're starting hiking, do not get like those big heavy leather boots. Just get a nice pair of trail runners. Go to like a store like an REI or something where you can try them on because it's, everyone's foot is a little bit different, but that's your best move. You just want to be comfortable. And, if you have blisters, it's not going to be fun.
I bring that up because I've never seen Ted wear anything but golf shoes or flip-flops.
Yeah, that's all he
He's
has.
wearing them right now. Winter, it doesn't matter.
I've been to REI. They have some really high end, like I said, hiking and camping stuff there. Like it's pretty good selection out there. So, but it's a little
good.
pricey. So.
I mean, trail runners, you could get them, $100 bucks, $150 for like the best pair. You could probably go to like a Walmart or something like that and get a decent pair too. It's not, it's more important that you have like a decent grip on the bottom and it's comfortable. You want like a wider shoe. One of the things that's interesting that I've noticed, I didn't notice before, but before I got hiking, but a lot of shoes have like pointy toes, almost like a woman's shoe, right? They're pointy in the top, but
I
our
don't
feet
like
aren't
those.
like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I don't like those shoes.
I do not like wearing
why I
women's
was
shoes.
mentioning
The
it.
wide, I like the extra wide shoes. Yeah, just
No,
like the regular
I
shoes.
hate that. Okay, so let's say I'm with a bunch of people. I'm hiking. Like there's 5 or 6 of us.
Yeah.
And we're kind of like at a crossroads. We don't really know what we're doing. Should I pretend like I know what I'm doing? Say things that sound like fact?
Like follow me.
Yeah. I mean, just to make people, just to make them feel safe, even though they're not safe, and we might be going the wrong direction. But should someone take charge and just make you feel happy right up until it's too late? Is
Definitely. I mean, be reckless.
Get lost.
Just do whatever you like.
Pay for your own search and rescue when they eventually find you.
Is that a thing?
Or you could just stay on the trail and just come back the way you came, if you're smart.
Oh, you mean like
That's the best move.
we call that a boring hike, though, right? I mean, isn't that? I mean,
Well, we don't want excitement, that much excitement on hike, not that kind of excitement.
Have you ever been lost?
That's a good question.
Oh yeah, I get lost all the time. Whenever I'm like exploring a new trail, I not all the time. I occasionally get lost, and then I have to like look at the map and look at my electronic navigation and just kind of cross-reference where I am and explore a little bit. That's a normal part of hiking. And I think people who are starting, they get a lot of anxiety around that because they're like, what if I get lost? If you have the tools like that All Trails app that I mentioned earlier, if you have a map, if you just stay calm, you backtrack, you should be okay. You should be able to figure it out.
Well, there's an acronym, right, Matt? You memorized it a few months ago.
oh yeah, I forgot it.
The number
now.
one rule is like right. Just if you are lost, take a deep breath and stay calm. Right? Don't panic. Don't get your mind all messed up. Just
Oh, I honestly thought it was panic and get your mind messed up.
no. It's what not to do.
Piss your pants. Yeah, and then freak out. Yeah.
Well, what's interesting when you look at people who get into trouble in the outdoors, it's generally not one big catastrophic event, right? It's not like I was walking and a ledge gave way and I fell 1,000 feet down the side of the mountain. It's something that happens like you get lost and then you make a series of bad decisions and you make that situation worse. So it's important to just like, if you get lost or you don't feel confident in your location or whatever it might be, like you said, just stop, you calm down, backtrack if you have to, but you don't want to just keep doing things for the sake of doing things.
Okay, so running around in a circle and screaming, bad, terrible idea. All right, but So let's do this. How many people actually die from hiking, and don't include the people who were murdered by the people they were hiking with and said they fell off of something? But how dangerous can hiking be?
It's not dangerous. It's really statistically, you probably have much better chance at winning Powerball or something like that than dying hiking. There's a few ways that people die. A lot of the times, from what I see, and I'm not an expert in this, but it's like heat stroke or exposure, right? So people are going out and they're hiking in conditions that they're not prepared for. And you see this a lot at the Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon did something smart. They have, you ever hear of SAR, search and rescue? The Grand Canyon and other parks now, they have PSAR, preventative search and rescue. And if you go down one of the trails from the South Rim of the Grand Canyon, they'll have rangers there that are PSAR rangers. And if you look like you don't know what you're doing, they'll just they'll start a friendly conversation with you and ask you what your plans are and where you are. And they'll give you some tips on whether you're doing the right thing or not. So, that I think avoids a lot of trouble, but there are people who die, like in the Grand Canyon, of heat stroke every year. It happens all the time. But in general, you don't have to worry about wildlife unless you're like in a place like, where there's grizzlies, then you just have to have bear spray and be prepared, know how to use it, just watch a short YouTube video on how to use it. But otherwise, it's pretty safe. You can also get something which is really handy that most folks have now. It's called a satellite communicator. And Garmin makes one called the InReach. There's actually a bunch of different ones. It allows you to essentially call 911 from the backcountry. So if you don't have a cell phone signal, this Garmin InReach will essentially use satellites, the Iridium satellite network. There's dozens of satellites above the earth. You can dial SOS or hit SOS on there, and they will send help for you. And you can also use it just to send regular text messages. So if I'm out hiking and I'm running late, I can just text my wife like, "Hey, I'm running late. You don't have to call, the sheriff. I'm okay."
Right.
And that's tremendously helpful. You have to pay for it. It's like a cell phone subscription, but having something like that greatly mitigates the risks of you going out into the backcountry and not coming back.
Well, God, if you're a regular hiker like yourself, that's a great thing to have.
Well, it's mandatory almost.
Yeah, I mean, we're using GPSs for golf. Why wouldn't? I mean, I want to know where I am on a golf course. Why wouldn't? I mean, you'd want to know where you are hiking just so you don't get lost.
I bet you hiking is so safe that I bet you we're talking about people dying. I bet you there's not that many people actually really get lost, right?
Yeah, well, not as much as you'd probably think. There's definitely, like, if you go to any national park or park, there's definitely an active search and rescue team there working overtime from somebody who got caught out after dark. Like I said, didn't have a flashlight and they don't know where they are, and somebody called them in. But in general, if you're prepared, if you have water, flashlights, you know where you're going, you have like the All Trails app, you're already like 99% more prepared than most people who don't have any of that stuff, and you should be able to get out of most situations.
And most of these like places, if you want to hike as a novice, they have designated trails, so they probably have like a mile marker, so you're not like wandering off into like the brush in the forest. So so if you just go like say 3 miles this way, you're just gonna come 3 miles back the same way. And it should be, as long as you don't like anything, don't venture off the trail like Jurassic Park. Don't leave the trail. Chances are you'll be safe. So
wait, there were dinosaurs.
Yeah.
If they left the trail, there were giant dinosaurs, Ted.
Yeah, but just the premise of it is like, don't leave this trail,
and you won't run into a dinosaur.
Yeah.
So, Chris, you're in LA, right?
Just south of LA in Orange County.
So, like 6 or 7 months ago, when we were talking about it on the show, wasn't there? I don't know if he's an A-list or B-list celebrity, but he went out on a hike and never came back, and they found him like 4 days later. Wasn't it a few months ago?
Yeah, that was. I forget his name. I think it was Julian something. He went to one of our local mountains called Mount Baldy, which is a really popular hike because when it's summer and it's clear of snow, it's very doable. It's a trail that you can follow. But in the wintertime, trails that are, normally pretty tame in the summer become mountaineering exercises. And hiking is really just walking on a trail. Mountaineering requires some technical skills and practice, and a level of experience to read the landscape and know, okay, this looks like an avalanche risk, or this doesn't look like something I'm going to walk across. And he evidently had that experience mountaineering, and I'm not positive of his exact circumstances, but I heard he had that experience, and he still got into trouble. And I don't think they've even found him yet. There's still snow up there.
Oh, wow.
But hiking and mountaineering are two different things. So if you live by local mountains or you see that a trail has snow on it, you definitely don't want to do it unless you have mountaineering experience.
Yeah.
Did
Good question.
Did all that stuff in California? All the trails and stuff with all the crazy weather? Did a lot of it get, I don't know, washed out, messed up? I mean,
Yeah, we can't catch a break here. I mean, I'm happy there's rain, but like this is the one year that there haven't been fires all over the place.
Right,
And
yeah.
of course,
Yeah.
Yeah,
of course, now we
got
have like a ton of snow, and it's ultimately a much better thing to have the snow than the fires. But what happens is all of that snow now melts, and all of the streams that are coming down become totally engorged with water. And normally a hike that might go up a stream where you just have to sort of rock up across can now be something where you slip and you'll hit your head and die. And that does happen to people here. And we also have problems because when there's fires, it kills the trees, and you just have these like dead tree stumps or trunks, dead tree trunks. And when it rains and snows and it all gets sloppy and muddy, the soil gets all loose and those things fall down. So a lot of trees over trails, a lot of downs trees, a lot of streams that are sort of wiping out trails. So it's a bit of a mess. And with all the snow, normally you can go into the mountains here in probably June, but this year it's gonna be probably July, August before you can really go everywhere safely.
Wow.
that kind of blows my mind. All right, so let me ask you one last thing. I keep seeing this thing that says "leave no trace." What is
Yeah.
leave no trace? Because that seems like a very
Yes.
hiking solid thing.
Yeah, so it's basically just leave when you go out in the wilderness, leave it the way you found it, right? So don't throw your trash down, don't make rock art and stack rocks up if you don't have to, or if you don't like don't disturb the land. Leave it as it is so that other people can come and enjoy it. That's the gist of it. I think there's like 8 or 9 different like tenets of it if you want to dive deeper, but I think for most people we get like don't litter. That's a pretty standard thing. I always bring like a Ziploc bag with me because I always see litter on the trail. The worst is when people take their dogs and they leave the poop bag out there. They take the time to put the poop in the
my
bag
God,
when they
yeah.
leave the bag.
Which
It's
they
like,
probably don't have
dude.
to, right?
Yeah, exactly. Just
You
leave
just
the poop
leave
there.
it
It'll
there,
just,
yeah.
It's worse
Yeah.
than the plastic bag.
I didn't think of that.
But the things that are like less obvious is like sometimes people do like sculptures with stones or sticks or something like that. They think it's like cool or cute, and it might be, but don't do that. Just leave it the way you found it so that it's just all the way like nature intended it to be.
Yeah.
No, that is really cool. That is really cool. All right, Chris, thank you so much for
Thank
being
you,
on.
Chris, yeah.
we
Thank you.
appreciate
Guys,
it.
you.
Yeah, thank you.
If you want more info, and I love the website, it was a ton of fun, hikingguy.com. There's so much info on there. You run a magazine also, right? What's the magazine? Pelican?
Oh no. I wrote for I write articles, so you'll see me quoted in different magazines. I've
okay.
been on Fox and CNN. CNN? No, the other one, the real one, CNN. But so yeah, I'm just around the media space as a hiking expert. So
All right, that is awesome. Thanks so much. Yeah, and visit him, and and I love the idea. Get outside and enjoy the outside. Put your phone away. Enjoy the outside, Ted. I mean, everybody. Chris, take it easy, man. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Chris.
All right.
cool.
Be safe.
Thank you so much,
All right,
guys.
take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I love outdoor talk.
I feel bad I can't remember the guy's name that wrote
I
that.
know I can't either.
Oh, the Survivor guy.
Yeah, I cannot remember the Survivor guy. Yeah, and his name is up there,
On the board, yeah.
written
But
down
so there's
in a
a
way
lot
I
of
can't.
there's
I can't see it.
So it's interesting because Chris is like
Jason Knight. That was him. Jason Knight.
that's it.
Yeah, Jason Knight from
So I
Wilderness
bet you
Survival
if we
School.
mentioned him to Chris, he would know who he is because Chris is on the West Coast. But so there's a lot of
man, I can't believe
symmetry
I
in what
should
he
remember that.
said and what we talked to Jason about. But what's interesting is like he did something on the East Coast in New Jersey. He went to that survival school on the East Coast.
Yeah.
And I think Jason was talking about how they're popping up all over the place, and he mentioned one on the East Coast, and I think that's the one he was talking about because it's like in New Jersey.
Right. Oh
you
no,
don't think
there's-
you don't think of New Jersey as being like survival camps and stuff, but there's wilderness
Oh yeah, there's tons. I mean, except for New York City, New York is pretty wildernessy.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean,
oh, yeah.
That's
Oh,
it. I
for
mean,
sure,
but
yeah.
there's
Especially Northern
basically
California, yeah.
Upstate New
Yeah.
York is, well, that's where the tournament just was. The PGA.
somewhere in
Rochester.
Rochester,
Yeah,
yeah.
I was not. I actually drove through upstate New York to go to Montreal a few years ago. And yeah, it's a complete. I mean, it's like foresty.
Yeah.
There's
Hilly,
rivers.
yeah.
Yeah, it's hilly. Yeah, it's like a nature paradise up there. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
nothing like Manhattan or.
But it's not. There's not a lot of people that live there. And they were talking about that golf course. I guess that course. It's a private golf course, but there's not a lot of people that live up there, so the membership fee is relatively low. But it's supposed to be a phenomenal course.
Are you saying we should join?
No, it's still like $800 a month plus
800. Oh my God! Are you kidding me?
But that's not a lot for country clubs.
No, there's not. I mean, the country clubs,
$80 around is a lot for me. So.
dude, the country clubs around here are 40,000-50,000 to join.
Yeah. What's Butler National like near the? We
I don't
played a
even
course.
think. I don't think you can join that.
$2 million a year or something. Assuming they allowed you to join.
Again, you got to be asked.
You got to be
Yes,
asked.
nobody's going to ask me to join their
You
country
gotta
club.
you have to be asked your hand in marriage.
What do
for
you pay
Butler
at
National.
Bushwood, Ted?
Bushwood.
What do you pay for Bushwood?
Well, Mark, I don't know if you knew this, but Bushwood was actually a fictitious place. It doesn't-
What?
Somebody
And there's no gambling
no,
allowed.
No, somebody asked me that. They said, "Where's Bushwood at?" I said, "Sir, it's fictitious.
It lives in your mind,
Yeah,
Ted.
it exists in your every club is Bushwood to me."
Okay, speaking of mind, this is the perfect thing. I don't know if you guys read this. Scientists say they have the ability to see all the edits in the original Bible. Yes.
Interesting.
Yes.
Like
Wait,
the,
do
the,
they
ori-
have,
like the original
is
draft.
They have the original draft of the Bible. That's
Is there really? No, it does
here's
exist.
here's my question.
so the original draft of the Bible.
Here's my question: Who wrote it?
Somebody who knew Jesus
So,
really
so
well.
a
I
person,
guess.
so a person wrote it.
What language is it in?
Yeah,
Sanskrit.
I don't know.
Oh,
they
you're-
just said that they're
Latin?
able. So no. Just listen. They're able to see like 3 levels
Yeah.
of edits in the Bible.
There's a lot of old
Just like the
old
police
books
are
that they
just
do
like
that.
just like the police are able to see your hard drive and all the porn you've been surfing. It's kind of the same thing.
It's exactly
Even though
the
it's
same thing. Ted.
even though it's been
I would
erased
say
from your
I would
Google
say the
search.
Bible is probably a lot like no, no. But I thought it was kind of weird. I mean, all these years later, they use like radial spectro.
Well, they're finding scientists. They're finding pictures behind famous pictures too.
Yeah, I think I heard of that. And the
Artists like
yeah.
there's a what is it? Is it
The Mona Lisa, probably, yeah.
There's
There's
the
like-
Mona Lisa. He painted over the
yeah,
original.
there's like a picture within a
painting.
picture. Yeah,
There's a
it's like
picture
a
within
Russian
a picture,
doll.
yeah.
It's like the
It's
game within the game.
extremely-
Was it the Mona Debbie?
It's like the game within the game. You know,
she
it's
was
like
smiling. No, it's extremely. There's a lot of instances where a real famous artist, like Michelangelo, for example,
Yeah.
would put something out, and then behind it was he just painted over something.
Well, I think they did that on purpose. It was like some hidden message, or like some like.
no,
like
I
any
think they
place
just
of
started
Beatles.
over.
Oh, maybe okay,
Yeah,
maybe
something-
that too.
You're right. There's probably a lot of
Something,
cases
yeah.
of that.
Wait,
too, yeah.
so Michelangelo's like, oh, this sucks. Let's get this off of here. Yep, and just paint right.
Yeah, 2 of his things have been painted over. That like
Really?
Yeah, and it's not even the original. Yeah.
That is so weird.
What was that movie with Tom Hanks? That one Angel and Devil movie where he's in the church. There was a lot of that stuff.
Oh,
where it's like
Angels and Demons.
Yeah.
Angels and Demons was one of the
And
books.
what was the first one? But yeah,
Oh,
and then
John
this-
Wick. John Wick.
No, yeah, everything's John Wick.
Yeah, no, that was. I mean, I read. Actually, I read that series. It's. I mean, it's pretty interesting.
Oh, and then just what Mark was saying, the Shroud of Turin. I think they did that. They did some like spectrogram testing on that thing, carbon, whatever elaborate test, like looking at a mummy or something. And I think they were like, where's the origin of the Shroud of Turin? Because it's obviously allegedly it's the cloth that Jesus Christ himself was wrapped in. So obviously that might be the most valuable garment in the entire world,
on the planet,
in the planet.
because he came back from the.
Yeah, but I think they were trying to
yeah.
authenticate it. And I don't know what the result was, but
The result was false.
It was-
Pretend
it was a
I don't-
false positive.
yeah,
It was a false
yeah.
positive.
No, but I thought this. I thought it was really cool because when they were looking at the Bible, they literally they have put out some of the information where some of the things have changed, some of the different things, and I thought the coolest one that I thought was really weird is at the beginning of the Bible, Jesus' name was actually Frank. Yeah, they changed it, I guess, to Jesus to make it more readable.
Sure.
But yeah, it was actually just Frank.
Yeah. I think they did it with the Dead Sea Scrolls. I think it was like, I don't know what the Dead Sea Scrolls are, but I mean, it's kind of like the Torah, and it was like, an original document back from the biblical period that I guess they tried to authenticate. So all those ancient artifacts, they're always trying to authenticate it. I don't know.
I will tell you, don't go see the movie Noah. We talked about it last week.
We did?
I think so. There was a movie with
I don't recall mentioning that.
Oh, what's his name? The the guy from Australia.
Frank the Tank.
No, the guy.
man, we can't. Our brains are just fried, dude. We can't think of anybody. Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and Jennifer Connelly's in it too. It's a really good
she's
cast. The movie's
Well, of course. That's why she's in the
horrible,
movie.
horrible movie. It's a waste.
Like
of time.
Noah's Ark.
Yeah, it's
Russell
about
Crowe
Noah.
is Noah.
He plays Noah. I swear.
Yeah.
It's so bad, dude.
That's
actually-
that's like Easy playing Abraham Lincoln.
So it's funny when they were doing when they were doing the Bible thing, and they talked about that. They actually found the edits, and Noah didn't actually get 2 of every animal. He just got 2 of everything he could buy off of Craigslist. Yeah, I mean, it was real. That's why there's a lot of animals that that aren't there. Like all the
I
dinosaurs.
think it was called Jesus' List back then. Well, this is before Jesus.
So it's
though,
like
right?
Angie's.
before
It's
Jesus,
like
never
Angie's
mind.
List. It's like a contract.
I know there's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of
Agree.
lists out there. It's pretty wild. Yeah, I mean, one of the, I know that it's kind of weird, but I guess in one of the versions, Jesus didn't actually get crucified. He just got married, and he said he felt like he was being crucified. Yeah, so I don't.
Well, I guess there are fates worse than death. Think about it.
You're gonna live forever, and you're gonna be married. Whoa, whoa! Who said that? Yeah. I don't want both of those things. All right,
Are you going to talk about Tom Brady?
no.
He's
Absolutely
in the news. He bought the Raiders.
No, he didn't
He owns
buy
the Raiders. now.
He's a minority
He owns
owner.
the Los Angeles Raiders.
Listen,
Las Vegas
You know why they?
Raiders.
You know why they let him buy in there? Because he's
Why?
got a better haircut.
We actually talked
barely
about
by Mark
we
Davis.
talked about
barely.
this. Yeah.
Yeah. Mark Davis has the worst. Mark
Dude,
Davis
it's hilarious.
Yeah.
It-
He actually
he
looks
does
like
it
a
on
very
purpose,
special
dude.
man.
Yeah.
Dude, he does it on purpose. He has
You think
to.
he looks like a buffoon?
It's like a
Dude,
bowl. It's like a bowl.
It's
like
an
the typical-
intentional cut.
It's
Yeah,
got to be right.
yeah.
It's got to be right.
I'm sure it's intentional.
crazy,
I just don't
dude.
think he understands.
He looks crazy.
Well, you know how it is when you're rich, you're eccentric.
Do you think it's a wig?
Only,
Maybe it's a wig.
No, only poor people
Who
are
would
crazy.
have the
only poor
world's
people
worst
are crazy.
wig?
Poor people are crazy. Rich
Yeah,
people are
rich
eccentric.
Eccentric. Yeah, so
Exactly.
he's not crazy. Yeah, you're
exactly.
All right, you guys mind if I bring this down a little bit?
Take it down a notch.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna bring it down a little bit. It's kind of sad. I can't. Well, here's this story is kind of sad or kind of dumb.
Oh,
you
shucks.
tell me. I know. So a guy in California, okay, for some insane reason, he gets out of his car the other day, and he's on
That's
the
an
highway.
insane reason.
No, he
Oh,
gets
he's
out
on the highway.
He's on
Okay.
the highway. He gets out of his car, and I guess there's a family of ducks, and he shoos the ducks off the road to save the ducks.
Sure.
Yeah, and then he runs back to his car across the highway and gets killed by a 17-year-old driver.
Okay, well,
I mean, it's not funny, but that actually happened. This is
no, it
recent.
literally just happened. It just happened a couple days ago.
Because, I mean, actually, 3 years ago, the same thing happened. Some guy, like a young guy in his 30s, gets out of his car, which he's doing a good deed. But, yeah, same thing. He's on the highway to like, escort this duckling family off the road, and then he
on
gets
the
hit by a car.
expressway. Yeah.
Endangered species.
These are
Yeah.
good stories, and this is what I tell my teenage boys: fuck the ducks.
You're
Don't
not- you're not
worry
a great-
about
yeah.
them. Don't worry about
Well, try
them.
not to hit him,
Yeah.
but obviously
Well,
don't get out of
obviously,
your
but you know,
car.
I ran over a squirrel a couple months ago down in Southern Illinois, and it was a one-lane road,
Yeah.
and the squirrel jumped out in front of me.
Yeah. You're not going to swerve your
Gone.
car. You're not going to swerve your car and
Gone.
go into a ditch, and
It's
you're going
just
to
my
kill
brother
yourself.
and I, and I'm like, gone.
Yeah.
He's like, good move. I'm like, hell yeah, dude.
So
I'm
here-
not going to kill us because of a fucking squirrel.
Yeah.
I'll tell you a story. I got my family in a van. We're driving from my mother-in-law's house. We're maybe 2 miles from her house. It's snowy road, and a dog from this town. It's a small town, right? So it runs, just flies down the driveway, and it hits the skids. And I have 2 choices: one, I keep driving straight, or 2, and it's snowy.
Yeah.
There's several inches of snow on the ground. I hit the brakes, and God only knows what happens. And I wiped that dog out. Man, that dog was dead as hell.
Yeah.
And
It's unfortunate,
yeah.
but I mean, what can you
and
do?
So we're I mean, you can see it's dead. I mean,
Yeah.
that dog is dead. And
Yeah.
we're driving, and my wife says, "Are you going to stop?" And I'm like, what good comes of this?
Yeah.
I go, number one. No, number one.
You're right.
I didn't kill the dog on purpose. There's nothing I can do about it, right? They're going to see that their dog is dead, but I mean, all I'm going to do is catch grief for it,
Yeah.
and have to deal with something. I go, I didn't let their dog run free. I mean, and if my choice was to go or not to go, I mean,
Yeah, and then if let's say you confront the homeowner and say, "Hey, I'm sorry about your dog." Maybe they freak out or pull a gun,
Or
I
if
mean,
they're
you don't
not
know.
home, what do you
yeah,
do?
you don't know.
What do you do?
You're going to leave a note on the
Yeah,
dog.
leave a note.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
no, you would
you-
drag the dog back to the
You gotta- I mean-
house
Or
and
put
put
it
it
in-
inside the door and push the
I mean,
screen door closed.
they're
Unless there's a
obvi-
pet cemetery around
Yeah.
there.
I mean, they're obviously responsible for securing their dog. They shouldn't let the dog run loose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
So-
no, there's no law against running over a dog that is in the street.
Yeah,
You
I mean,
didn't do
it's
anything wrong.
sad.
Nobody
I mean,
intentionally
it's
runs
sad.
dogs over.
No, it's sad.
No.
Yeah.
But I'm sure Florida's enacting a lot of laws, so I'm sure
It's
there
like-
will be one
it's
very
like the
soon.
Simpsons episode, Man versus Nature, the road to victory.
Okay, I have a sort of.
Troy McClure does a voiceover. It's fucking great. It's a video. It's like in the school. Man versus Nature, the road to victory.
So I got a quick public service announcement. I was reading about this and I wanted to bring it up on the show here. So I guess there's a new thing where, well, it's been around a while. I guess these people, they're paying homage to like dead relatives or gender reveal parties. So they release the balloons. You heard about the balloon release, and usually it's like in memory of a passed away relative or
hate it.
gender reveal. Yeah.
Yep.
So these balloons, these idiots release these balloons to whatever imaginary deity you believe in the sky, thinking, number one, God doesn't care about your stupid balloons. Okay, let me put them. And number two, when those balloons deflate, they actually land in a real place, and usually they land in a remote area. And then like I guess farmers, animals eat these balloon remnants and get sick and die. So you actually have real life consequences. So people don't release stupid balloons. Okay.
You're right.
Don't really stupid
They
balloons.
do it in Chicago
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
What?
They just did. There was it was a tragic accident. This family died last year.
Because of a balloon?
No,
Oh.
but they did a memorial in the park at Oriole Park, and they released like 1,000
Yeah,
balloons.
that's great. And where'd those 1,000 balloons end up?
But imagine this,
In
Ted.
the sky.
Where's Oriole Park?
Yeah,
Like,
Oriole Park's a heavily
4
populated area.
4 miles east of O'Hare Airport.
Yeah, you could fly up in a plane.
All these balloons are going up. You know how low the planes fly nonstop over there.
What if
Look,
those
all
balloons
these
go into the
balloons
engine? They go into the engine, and the engine stalls.
Is this a thing? Does this happen a
balloon-
lot?
No,
Yep,
it's actually
it's
it's like so
happened.
common.
It
It's
was
so
on the
common.
st-
Yeah.
all
Wait,
over the city.
You're
doing
saying
this.
planes fall from the sky
No, I'm not saying
constantly?
I'm not
No,
saying
balloons
I'm not saying
go up
that.
in
Yeah,
the
balloons
sky.
go up in the sky constantly.
I
I'm
understand
with you,
that.
Ted.
Or the other one, people who have like their own impromptu fireworks show. Like I think some guy got killed at of all places, like a gender reveal party because they wanted to release all these fireworks. Like here's the gender of the
those.
kid, and then they
There should always be
and
a
then
risk of death as you're bringing in. No. As you're bringing in a new life,
let's light some
a
M1
life has to be ended.
let's light
Ted.
some M100s to celebrate this.
Yeah,
You
Ted,
know
it's-
that extremely huge wildfire that killed people and ruined homes was started from a gender reveal party.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
The biggest fire in like California history 3 or 4
I
years
believe it.
ago
I believe it.
was started from a gender reveal party.
Yeah, so folks, it's great that you're happy about the potential gender of your kid, but why don't you just keep it to yourself?
We got a
okay?
new segment.
Just
We
keep
got a
it to
new
yourself.
segment here. Ted's tips. This is I hate to burst your balloon.
Yeah. Yeah. Other than you and your immediate family, nobody gives a shit what your kid's gender is. Okay, just have a happy and healthy kid. Okay, and don't release stupid balloons or,
Yeah,
or
for-
blow up fireworks. You know.
For Rizzo.
Well, hold on a second. At this point now, I mean, the gender of your kid being born with doesn't necessarily mean anything.
guess
right?
these
I mean,
days it
it
doesn't
could
matter.
be. Yeah, I mean, so it's kind of
yeah,
an
10
outdated.
years they're going to have a new
Yeah.
gender reveal
So it's
party
already
anyway.
it's already an outdated concept. Yeah, gender is an outdated concept.
Well, the funniest gender reveal party thing, I guess, some dad who already had 3 daughters. I guess like it was on. Of course, it's on TikTok. So this guy, he's like a middle-aged guy in his like late 30s. He's already got 3 daughters. He's hoping to have a son, and the wife announces it's another girl. And this guy, I guess, throws like
He just shoots her.
he throws like a shit fit, and he looks like a real ass because he kind of storms off. So I mean, nothing good comes of these gender reveal parties, right? You know,
Wait a minute. He got pissed
he got pissed because he was having another daughter.
And by the way, the guy is the decider, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
it's like
yes,
yeah,
yes.
his sperm determines the sex of the kid, not the woman.
Oh, so he's probably just mad at himself. He's probably just instead of throwing his golf club, he just threw himself. He just threw a fit, threw himself, and he left.
He tried to turn his foot around and kick himself in the ass, but he couldn't do it. So he walked off instead.
Dude, that might be the greatest thing ever. You just look
But
at your
now it's
wife
on-
and you're like,
yeah.
"You goddamn bitch! You
But now it's
ruined
on
my
video.
life by having a man."
He
And
just-
she goes, "No,
on video.
No, it's you decide." No,
So
it's you.
He just slut shamed himself,
Well,
basically.
who's the king that killed the?
Oh, King Henry VIII. Yeah, he couldn't have a daughter.
Yeah.
He couldn't have a
A
son, a
son,
male
so,
heir to the
yeah.
throne. So he cut off his wife's head.
Yeah.
And then obviously back then, they don't realize that it's the man who's determines the sex of the kid. And I guess when you're the king, you really can't tell him he's
I
wrong.
mean, does
So-
it even matter if you're the king? You're just like, yeah, get one that works. Get one
good
that
to be
works.
the king.
Yeah. Oh, that is a great line, man. Mel Brooks is a goddamn genius. He really is. All right, so you guys know a friend of the show, Lauren Boebert, right? I'm going to get her to stop talking. I want to get a GoFundMe because I'm pretty sure she's just in this for the money. but I want to get a GoFundMe. And when we hit a certain level, she'll never speak again, because the last thing she said last week I thought was pretty good. She said that she had kids for this reason. Are you ready? It was cheaper, she said, at that age, when she was a youngster. I think she started reproducing when
High
she was
school.
17,
Yeah,
16 or 17. That she said it was just cheaper to have a kid than
I saw that.
buy birth control.
I think Norplant. I think a Norplant implant is exponentially cheaper than actually having a
Well,
kid
first
and
of all,
taking care of it
it's
for the rest of
free.
your life. Yeah.
It's covered by.
No, she said it cost $50 a month, and she said she was working
Well,
at McDonald's,
yeah, she
and
could
she
be right
thought
then. I'm
she thought
sorry.
it would just be cheaper. Now here's the great thing. Okay,
does she?
$50
But
a
does she?
month?
Does she still
50
think that?
bucks a
Does she
month.
still think that?
but she said, she goes, oh, the people in my council, my group they're going to get mad. All my people, they're going to get mad. How about her kids? This is what was that, Mom? Yeah, I just thought instead of having birth control and not having you, I said, fuck it, I'll just have you because
Now,
it's cheaper.
I mean, you're not
That's such
you're not
bullshit.
you're not a mistake,
Let me
but
tell
you
you
were just
something.
you're just
That's
financially
bullshit.
convenient.
yeah, you were just the reason you're here is because I didn't
Who
want to
at
spend
that
50
age is thinking about? I mean, first of all, my kids. I hope my boys. It's been pushed on them is contraceptives. Okay, I don't want any babies right now.
Oh, no, I told Jack the same thing.
Yeah, dude.
Jack
I mean,
and Savannah, yeah.
condom up, and
We just say cowboy up. Then
condom
you're
up.
are you Oklahoma State fan?
No, but what I'm saying is she's such a fucking liar. I mean, she's lying.
Well, yeah, I
She
think we
just
all
was
know
too
she's lying.
lazy and didn't care, or was.
Well, I think the big takeaway, it's not about that. I mean, it just shows that she's batshit crazy. Obviously, just even saying that.
Yeah.
Because obviously that doesn't make any
But
sense.
here's the thing:
in any
if any of that is even
capacity.
true,
Yeah.
her kid
Who
knocked
believes
up
that?
her kid knocked up possibly an underage girl. She has the money, so why did he do it? I mean, she could have just purchased birth control for her boyfriend, for her son's girlfriend.
you mean, why did he commit statutory rape?
No, man.
allegedly,
No, man.
allegedly committed statutory
Three,
rape.
three
yeah.
minute, 3 minute ads.
Yeah. I mean,
3 minute ads.
it doesn't make even the whole concept doesn't make sense. She's so weird about it. But in her defense, I will say the reason I drink is because it's cheaper than joining AA. Yeah, yeah. You got it. Gas, time,
Yeah.
meeting new people,
Yeah.
making new friends. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all very
Who's got
expensive.
time for that?
Yeah, it's all very, very expensive. I mean, it's just such a weird thing. All right, so last thing I want to do is I want to help all of our listeners, okay? And this is really important. I think a lot of people don't understand the phrase white supremacist. Okay.
I don't understand it. What does it even mean?
Okay, well, no. I mean, a lot of people don't understand it. They're not able to put the word white and supremacist together. So I don't know if you saw this. I think just recently over the weekend, an Indian kid from Missouri rented a U-Haul and crashed into some barriers in front of the White House.
Right.
And he had a Nazi flag
Okay.
in his U-Haul.
Okay.
Allegedly.
Okay.
Okay. And I guess he wanted to be a white supremacist.
Okay.
Okay. If you're an Indian guy, okay, which love the Indian guys, one of it's the second biggest country.
Yeah.
If you're trying to join the white supremacist group, any white supremacist group, I got news for you. It's not going to happen. Yeah. You're not the kind of people. They might enjoy watching you, I don't know, practice white supremacy, but you're not going to be invited to the meetings. You're not going to be able to go to the parties. You're not going to get a slice of cake.
Why?
Is it
You're not going to get there.
You know what it's like? It's like the Irish guy who joins the mob. They'll let you join the mob, but you'll never be like a made member because you're Irish and you're not Sicilian, right? So
Right.
they'll let you play in the sandbox, but when it comes down to it, you can't come.
Right.
You can't come
Right.
to the
Yeah,
secret
you
meetings.
could,
yeah.
you could execute like plans for them, like the U-Haul Nazi flag thing.
Right.
Right.
Right. But when they have the meeting,
Dude.
and I don't know the party. I don't know what the meetings and the parties are.
Maybe he's the
You're-
mascot.
You know what they're
He's the
going to
mascot.
do?
He's the,
Yeah.
he's the mascot dressed up as the
yeah.
Wisconsin Badger.
Yeah, they're not going to let you in. They're just not going to let you in. Be like, oh,
Maybe he thought this will get me in.
no,
I'm gonna go rent the U-Haul.
no. I'm pretty
Even
sure that
that
they're.
didn't get him in.
I'm pretty sure that it says it right in the name. You know, right in the name. You're not going to do it. So guys, I don't know. Kind of, figure it out. Yeah. Maybe it's not the best group to join if you can't ever get in. Yeah, and no matter what you do,
That's like saying I want to be an NBA center, except I'm not 7 feet tall.
yeah,
and
I'm
unathletic.
5'8"
Yeah,
and I weigh 215 pounds.
There's a surgery for that.
Yeah, you can elongate your legs.
So
and-
now you'd be 5'9" and a half.
But it's not gonna. Yeah, but that's not gonna make you a good basketball. You could make yourself 7 feet tall. It doesn't mean you're going to be a good basketball player. I mean,
I identify as an NBA player.
yeah. Ask the Lakers. They're right home watching, just like we.
Exactly.
Oh, that's wrong. That's
Oh my God! You know what my Nolan, what my son did? My Nolan. He after the game, he brings out a broom. He starts sweeping up the whole house. It was actually pretty funny. But he's sweeping. I'm like, what are you doing? And then I'm like, oh, I get it.
'Cause the
now.
Lakers got swept?
idiot.
The Lakers got swept.
I'm like, what? I'm like,
Hey, even as we speak, I'm pretty sure
and
that
I'm a
the-
Nuggets fan. So.
Yeah, that the Miami Heat are crushing. The,
Yeah, they were up
Boston
2 they were up
Celtics
2-0, right? Last
3-0.
time. 3. Oh, okay.
I think
No,
the game just
and
started.
you know what?
Oh, the game started. Yeah.
Yeah, I hate sports. I hate talking about sports, but I thought this was really cool. So after the Celtics lost the third game, they had the coach on, and the coach was really good, man. He didn't throw his players on the bus. He's like, I didn't have him prepared. I didn't have him this. I didn't have him that.
Well, you
And-
said all the right things.
yeah,
Yeah. so.
but one guy says, "Man, when you got in the locker room just now, did you really let him have it? Did you just really tell him that they didn't put the effort in?" And he's just like, "They're adult men that are millionaires." He goes,
Multi-millionaires.
Yeah, if I scream at them, do you think that will make them play better?"
And guess you know who they're going to fire? They're going to fire the coach. They're not going to fire
Yeah,
the players.
but-
Ted,
I
there's
mean-
only like 2 or 3 coaches in all of the NBA and most professional sports for that matter that have control over the team. Otherwise, there's a couple players that run that freaking team.
Yeah, but yelling at an adult man.
No, you can't. It doesn't work.
Yeah, that's why I never
in any
understood.
professional sport, yeah.
Yeah, I never understood.
No, Ted just shuts down when you yell at him.
Don't we? I mean, don't we all though?
I just go to my dark place.
Yeah, but I just thought it was
We go to your planning place.
Yeah, and the coach was pissed when I asked the question. He's just like, yeah. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to yell at them real bad.
Yeah.
and then they're going to play so much better.
Yeah.
That's just not a thing.
Yeah.
That just
doesn't work that way.
exist.
Yeah.
All right, so let's wrap this thing up. Teddy, you go first.
I apologize. I don't have any Prince Andrew jokes this week, but I'm working on it. So
Okay.
love you.
That's your last thought.
your
Love,
last
love you,
thought. Right.
love you, Mumsy.
Your last thought is something we never talked about the entire show.
But it's near and dear to my heart.
He's such an easy target.
Exactly. So-
Man, Ted, I really would expect you to go a little bit higher. Yeah, a little bit higher than that. That's really sad, Ted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You know what? I'm going to edit for the first time. No one's going to hear
We're not
that.
gonna edit.
Yeah. All right, Mark, last thoughts.
Put down the phone and get out there, man. Just unplug. We set some app limits. I did it when they were kids, but now my son's older. He came to me and said, "Hey, can you put a limit on my Instagram account?" Parental settings.
Your kid came to you
I
and
was like,
said,
"Yeah, he's 17 years old."
that's like me going to my mom when I was 17. I'm like, Mom, can you put a limit on me getting Hustler magazines or Playboy?
And I was
magazines?"
like-
just put a
I'm like,
cap,
"Seriously?"
cap,
He's
it,
like,
cap it to
"Yeah."
like $5 a month.
Can you have Dad
Don't make
hide
it
his?
10,
Can you have Dad hide his penthouse, like so I can't find him?
So he did.
Please?
So he did.
Please?
So here's my final thought. Unplug, man. Enjoy life. Put the phones down. Go for a hike. Chris inspired. Inspired me. We need to go for more hikes.
No, you know what? I agree. I was at the
Be
gym.
one with nature.
It was weird. I was at the gym today, and I don't know why there was a guy inside walking. I have no idea. But
There's a walking path. I mean,
but it's a track. It was
I
a
know.
beautiful day today.
Yeah,
I mean,
it
today
was
was a perfect day. It wasn't too hot, wasn't too
Yeah.
cold, but the guy's inside, okay, and he's got earbuds in, which I can't live with. I can't put things in my ear like that. But he's walking around the track, and I was in the gym for like an hour and a half, and he was in there for a good hour, and the entire time he had his phone in his hand,
Oh, I hate
and he
that.
walked around the track
He's watching TV.
with his head bent over, just watching his phone the entire time.
Maybe he was downloading that hiking app.
I highly,
Takes that long?
highly doubt that. And all I was thinking is, dude, you should be outside getting sun, vitamin D, and you should have your phone in your pocket. There's no reason you should be paying attention to this thing and looking at whatever it is, whatever stupid thing. Because Tommy Usher, when we were golfing over the weekend, we're on like the fifth hole, sixth hole. We're talking. There's 4 guys. We're talking. We're bullshitting, and he's over in the cart, just flipping through Instagram. Yeah, just flipping through
on
stuff.
Instagram.
Well,
Yeah, that's
he's
horrible.
just flipping through stuff. We're out, we're out in Galena.
Yeah,
yeah,
beautiful.
we're out in Galena.
Weather was perfect.
Weather absolutely perfect.
Perfect. I mean, you
75,
couldn't ask for-
sunny.
Yeah, put the phone away. Yeah,
Anybody
enjoy.
get in trouble? Any trouble?
any trouble?
Yeah.
No.
No, we tried to cause a little trouble. We got a couple guys yelled at. We invented some stuff they said. And, yeah, the one waitress, the one salty waitress.
Oh, on a side note, actually, we actually played our last day without any music in our group, and and actually we enjoying the sound of just nature, or just the golf course. Yeah,
Of silence.
I enjoy the sound of hitting the ball off the neck of the club more often than not, and worm burning at 10 feet in front of me. That was
It sounds like
beautiful.
shank.
It was a beautiful sound. It wasn't a shank. It was more of a smother hook that led to
No, it's the
Oh,
sound
I know what
of,
that sounds like.
bad dream.
Yeah, the sound of Ted hitting the ball a ball hitting a tree, a ball hitting another tree, and everybody's saying, Ted, if you just aimed over here, your ball
Yeah,
might go straight.
everyone telling you what to do, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of tips out there.
Did you get a lot of tips from Eric, the good golfer?
No,
guy?
he didn't. I didn't ask for
probably
anything. He didn't
laughing
give
too
me
hard.
any. Yeah, it's funny because whenever we were with the guy, like because we were into the tee box, he was like already like at the back tee box. So me and the
Oh,
guy
just
was with, we would
laughing
just
as
drive
you
up,
hit?
yeah, and he would just see what we would do, and then he'd just be like, and then obviously he's hitting the ball so much further than us, and the only time we saw him was on the green.
Speaking of pros, how about that? The pro that finished 15th in the
Michael Block,
Michael
the local
Block.
pro. Yeah, he just got. I think he got an exemption on the PGA Tour. He had the hole in one. Yeah, good.
Well,
for
he
him.
got an exemption to play in the next.
Oh, I see. I see.
Yeah, but he'll probably get a couple of sponsors exemptions.
Yeah,
I thought he was real personable. too.
But do you know that this is not the first time that he won that qualifier to be in the U.S. Open?
No,
I
he's
mean,
been in a bunch of times. He's 5 straight at least.
bunch of times, and also other events.
Sure.
And he's won like his state's like competition like 18 times. Or
Yeah,
something
he
like
didn't
that.
come out of nowhere. I mean,
No, he's an
it's-
extremely good golfer.
It's not like you're some dude off the street who just like
No.
picked up golf 2 years ago. That's what they're
Yeah,
but
making
they
it sound
didn't
like.
explain
yeah,
that he's a very seasoned professional golfer.
Yeah.
But he's not really a professional golfer. He's a club pro, and the difference between a club pro
But he does
and
have
a
his PGA
professional
card.
golfer,
He has his PGA card,
but not to play on a tour. That's
No,
a
he
completely-
hasn't. He hasn't.
He's a club pro.
Right.
Yeah, so he's a very good club pro, but
there's
he
no
ain't a
club
professional.
pro in this country that's played in more PGA events than him.
Okay, and this
Right?
is the first time he's made the cut, right?
I think so.
yeah, first time he's ever
Okay,
made the
yeah.
cut.
He's a
so-
very
that's
good
how hard it
golfer.
is. That's how hard it is. Yeah.
Dude,
but
he's amazing.
yeah,
He-
no,
I
it
bet
was
you he
really
could-
cool.
Yeah.
You know what? You know what we'll do? I'll tell you what.
Get him
we'll
on
do.
get him on the show.
I will do what I can do to get him on the show.
Do that voodoo.
Did you
that
see Did you see
do.
the commercial he did for the club a few years ago?
No, I didn't see it.
No,
Oh, it's hilarious.
no, I got to see it because I thought he was really personable.
Yeah, the course that he loves the course that he's at. He loves. I mean, he's a really great guy. But they did a commercial for the course that he works at, and it was him as the pro. The whole commercial is like 2 minutes long. It is hilarious.
Well, they did a thing. They said that he charges. They said blah blah blah. This is the guy, and he's playing so well. He charges $125 a lesson, and the other guy goes, that's going to go up a lot.
How like let me ask you this: How much does an average golf? I know we had the pro on that, Mike Stone. I think it is like what's it like a half hour lesson is usually like what $100
Like
or
$50.
something.
Yeah,
50 to
50 to 100
$75,
bucks
yeah.
probably for a half hour lesson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna get a lesson anytime soon for anything? You need any tips?
You know
for
what? I
anything?
did.
Yeah.
I did that golf tech stuff.
Okay.
But you know what? I think if you can't find your way to being good, I mean, then I think it's kind of tough. I don't know if anybody can teach you to play different because you're just going to fall back to that bullshit that you do. You know, you're going to be like, oh, this doesn't like you. Oh, this doesn't feel right.
Why are you looking at me? You're
No,
looking
no.
at
When
him.
you say, oh, guys, tell me to do this, and it just doesn't feel right, so I just do whatever I want.
I have this golf encyclopedia at home that I found.
Actually, it's funny.
amazing.
On the trip, I'm not going to say who, but actually somebody did give me an unsolicited tip in the middle of the round.
Stop playing like shit, Ted.
And I promptly, I looked at him and I smiled, but it was like one of those smiles where like, I'm not hearing you. It's like just mute. It's just like,
No, you know what people ask me all the time? People ask me all the time, don't you try to help Ted? And I say no. I say the same thing.
You're the worst
I
on
say,
the course.
No, I say one time. I'll say to Ted one time around. I'll say something that I see wrong, and I'm like, you should do this. He doesn't do it, and I don't say another word.
Yeah, I know, but you're really good at telling everybody how to play a hole, like every hole. This is how you play the hole. You want to do this, this, and this, and it's like everyone's different, man.
I just think that you
I
don't
know,
have a
but you-
plan.
you
I don't know. I see you
announce-
guys
you
golf, and it
announce-
seems
I'm
like you
like,
have no plan whatsoever.
No,
I'm
actually,
just like,
I don't have any plan whatsoever because you just bastardized my plan, and now I'm trying to do what you think the play.
we know what's best for you, Mark.
Okay,
Most of the
I
time.
think we all learned a
I know how to
valuable
golf.
lesson. I think we all learned a valuable
Yeah,
lesson.
shut
here.
your trap.
Yeah, don't give advice to anybody because even if you do and it's good advice, they'll
Yeah.
fuck it up
Yeah.
and they won't do it.
Didn't you try to help somebody years ago? I'm not going to mention any names, but didn't you help somebody years ago on the range and they actually
Yeah,
were hitting the ball
Turner.
better? Wasn't going to mention any names, but then he kind of reverted back to what he was doing.
Yeah, you want to hear something? I spent an entire winter.
That's probably the most time you've
An
ever
entire
spent.
winter.
Is that the most time you ever spent
Yeah.
with one person
Yeah.
trying to help them?
helping
Yeah.
Turner hit the ball straight. And I got that son of a bitch after like 5 months to get to the range and actually hit 4 irons perfectly straight. I mean, like he's never done in his life. He went out the first time, played like crap, and said, I wasted my time with you.
Wow.
And I'm just like, I watched him hit well, and I'm like, you know what? You get nothing from me.
You've never
Yeah.
talked to him again.
should've- you
He's my
should've just-
captain for this year for our golf league.
So you have to show him the respect that he thinks he deserves. I understand.
It was the great. That is my greatest claim to fame is that I got Billy Turner to hit straight 4 irons.
Wow.
Yeah,
Stuffed at a 4 and good
and
job.
then he immediately the first time out He goes, I was just trying to hit a long ball like you, and I just went. And he goes, and all your tips were crap. And I'm just
Wow.
like,
That's so-
yeah.
I was gonna say that was passive aggressive. It was just aggressive.
That was just yeah. So I will help no one. Yeah, and I will never ever give you guys a tip. So if you ask me something, I will never help you
I'm
again.
going to ask you. I'm gonna ask next time around. I'm going to
If you
ask
say
something.
when Teddy is aiming the wrong way,
got it going on.
yeah.
Teddy's tips has got
just
it
long as I get
going
my strokes when we play, that's all I need, and I'll just go from there. I'll build on that. I'll build on that.
I thought your tip today was going to be like get a cactus or a pet rock,
I like cactus.
but you ended up with bobcat.
Cacti.
Bobcat.
I think bobcats are cool. I mean, you can't get a clouded
gift.
you can't get a clouded leopard because that'll kill you. So you can't
Great
get
gift for three. Great gift for three young ladies
Clouded-
that
clouded
are
leopard.
having fun,
Clouded
living
leopard.
life. Yeah. There we
that.
go.
Or bobcat.
I still like Python. All right.
I like the way Matt made up the thing about how they think I'm hot. I sound hot.
That is
You
word for
do
word.
kind of have that.
I think he's making
Mark.
this shit up, dude.
So,
He's
you know what's
got-
funny? So my buddy Pete, as we're leaving the golf course
Pete
the
the
other
golfer?
day, yeah, our buddy Pete,
Yeah.
big guy Pete, we stop at a red light. He rolls down his window. And he's like, "I'm listening to the show right now," and he goes, and he's listening to your tip from last week, and he goes, "Are those tips real?" I'm like, "Dude, those are real. I could not invent that.
Yeah, we just get the tips when the viewers
I
give
think
us
he
a tip.
embellishes some things.
I embellish
Yeah,
nothing.
you're just getting it verbatim, and then you say it on the air.
Yeah.
Period.
I said I'm a jerk and you're hot. Yeah. If I was gonna work that out, I would just change it up. Mark sounds like a jerk and Matt sounds hot.
Keep those
baby.
tips coming.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, keep those tips coming. Go to voteforted.com, thereal3idiots.com with the number 3. And keep sending it up on Instagram and keep sending those tips out. Who knows? Maybe you'll hear yours next week. All right. Have a good one. And we'll catch you guys later.